All right, you guys, this your boy back at y'all with another one, man. Let's get down to business, man. We talking politics, right? So, in case you were sleeping, yesterday was National Hip Hop Day by the that was a bill that was unanimously passed by the U.S. Senate, right? What's up, y'all? What's up, James? Hey, let me get this out there. Let me get your thoughts on it, all right? So, two things happened yesterday, y'all. So it was National Hip Hop Day, unanimously passed by the Senate. Meanwhile, they also passed a bill that will allow police departments across the country to hire up to 100,000 police officers. So, James, salute to you, homie. What you got on this?
What they need all that for? Now, whoa, hold up. National Hip Hop Day, what that's for? Like, you got way more important stuff in the world to be dealing with on hands. You know, like people not even being able to go to work. You forcing people to take shots to go to work, but you got time to talk about National Hip Hop Day. How many people want to be a real cop? Nobody don't want to really sign no oath to do nothing that they don't go against their culture, they beliefs in. That's why you're not having a lot of people going through that cop stuff because they feel like it's all corrupted anyway. So I'm just saying we got bigger fish to fry in this world than to be worrying about appetizers. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's like salad to me. We need to attack the real meal. We worrying about all this other bullshit that don't bring no revenue to these people that need it. National Hip Hop, they make money. They do shows. They go on tour. You know what I mean? They do videos. They get paid for a lot of things. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking it from getting a holiday, but come on, man. Hip hop ain't just started. This shit been out since what, the 80s? And y'all just starting this talking about this shit?
1973.
Yeah.
It's been out
So
since 1973.
and y'all just talking about this, trying to get somebody something when the world is in shambles right now. Like I said, I've been working through the whole pandemic. I know some other people have, but you ain't trying to situate the problem for us. You talking about something spiking, people getting sick. That's the real thing at hand. Getting these people help together. You making vaccines in a week and stuff. Two weeks. You coming out with a new vaccine every 2 weeks.
Yep.
Kids can't must take the shit. Listen, they closed schools down in New Orleans. Schools just open on 11 out here. They about to start shutting them back down. My kids don't go to school till the 27th, like I told my girl.
Hey
If I
James,
gotta
hey,
stay
we hold,
home,
hold that thought, James. I'm gonna give a shout out real quick. Hey, shout out to the homie CB Sports TV in the building, man. Salute to you,
oh
homie.
salute.
Hey,
Yeah,
go ahead, continue, James.
we got way more stuff in this world to worry about than you doing that right there. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's a slap in the face to our community. You know what I mean? That's how I feel, LB, bro. Why you always putting our problems on the back end to attack a problem that don't mean nothing? And like I say, we going through something in this world right now that need attention. But you worrying about giving people national holidays. Bullshit that don't have no value to it. In the long run, it might have value because them dudes didn't deserve that shit if you ask me. But I want them to attack the real problem, bro. They talk about number bullshit on TV. I told y'all they only let y'all see what they want y'all to see on TV. The senators, the governments, the news is all about money. It's all about trying to see who could get more at that time to keep whoever down to get that. Everybody not eating when they eat. We voting these people in the office for what? To sell us a dream? You know what I mean? I can't do it, bro. That's why I told you every time you cook on this, I want to learn more and more about it because I want to know what the people that we dealing with, because this the people that we got to go to fix these problems. But like I say, they putting our problems on the back end, worrying about shit don't have no value right now. Y'all been knew y'all
Right.
needed police. You know why they can't get police? Because y'all crooked. Nigga rather be crooked by themselves than to be crooked with y'all. Eternal affairs is real, man.
Hey, so that bill was first introduced by, get this, y'all, two white people. No, I take that back. One white person and a Latino. So basically, the bill was introduced by Bill Cassidy. He's a Republican senator out of Louisiana, and and the other one was Alex Padilla. Now, Alex Padilla is a Democrat who took Kamala Harris's Senate seat when Kamala Harris was appointed vice president, right? Because when black girls asked Kamala Harris, "Hey, give that seat to a black girl," she gave it to a Latino. Guess. And so where's the black girl magic in that? Anyway, nevertheless, that's the two individuals that presented the bill. Bill Cassidy and Alex Padilla. Now, let me ask y'all something. Do you think these two motherfuckers listen to rap music? Do you think anybody, maybe outside of goddamn uh, that Walking Planners motherfucker, what his name is? Cory Booker. Maybe outside of Cory Booker, you think any of them dudes listen to hip hop? You think Mitch McConnell listen to hip hop? You
That's
think
what I'm
you
saying.
think Chuck Schumer listen to hip hop? You think Kirsten Gillibrand listen to fucking hip hop?
But that's the first thing on their list that they gotta attack in this world. When you got way more problems to deal with than that. Like I said, bro, I see the stuff that going on in this world, LB, man.
Yeah, but
Politicians is politicians, bro, and they only using that to get what they need. They ain't worrying about us at the bottom no more. So we gotta start worrying about ourselves, man. That's why I'm so in tune on try to really bring people together, LB. That's why I talk the way I talk, because I want people to understand. We at war with our own country and don't even fucking know it, to be honest with you. And it's a financial war. It ain't like no, I gotta kill this nigga, I gotta do this to this nigga to get where I
right.
need to go. We just don't have no people when we
You
bring
think
our shit to the
motherfucking
table. Go ahead, you good.
but yeah, they all come together. Oh my God, we need a hip hop bill for the black community. No, we celebrate the artists' music by buying their music, listening to their music.
So that's more money they gotta spend to do that though,
Award
right?
shows. Why you think we
Thank you.
got award shows? You don't think we recognize the hip hop artists by the different award shows that's on TV? But y'all want to pass this bill for
All the wrong
oh, we did
reasons.
National Hip Hop Day, and then in turn we're gonna have a National Hip Hop Month. Get the fuck out of here. So August is gonna be National Hip Hop Month eventually, but that's your priority, right?
1 month? They
Meanwhile,
getting the
y'all,
whole month, LB?
yeah, they're about to make it a whole. They're on the verge of making it a whole month.
Oh my
Eventually,
god.
they're gonna eventually make a National Hip Hop Month.
That's, god damn.
Eric Johnson, man, what's up, man? What you got on this, man?
What's up, y'all?
Salute, E.
It's salute to you, Notable Sports. And, it's typical for certain motherfuckers to be talking about, they like hip hop, but neither of these motherfuckers in Congress or even on other platforms can name the formats and different standards of hip hop. In the black culture, we've been celebrating hip hop since its, birthplace when it came through in the Bronx and stuff. But, for y'all to make it a national month, y'all should have been did that. We got more shit out here to be worrying about some hip hop and shit. Hip hop is already known worldwide in the four corners of the world. So this is just another thing for them to do, try to put something else in. Like you just saying earlier with the cops and shit. Like you gonna put 100,000 more cops out on these streets. We already know what y'all doing it for. Like y'all just trying to use this hip hop shit as a distraction. And I love, hip hop to its truest forms and stuff. And I can actually, me being a collector of music and stuff, like appreciate the shit. But like, these Congress motherfuckers don't know nothing about hip hop. They just using this as a distraction to try to get people more on their side and stuff. But you out here trying to sneak in these 100,000 cops and shit when y'all ain't really trying to get to the main problem of these police shootings and shit. Y'all just trying to use this as a distraction. It don't really surprise me because these motherfuckers would do anything to try to keep you distracted.
Now, for those of you that may not be aware, this type of bill, does not need to be signed by the president, nor does it need to be signed by the House. This is a bill that the Senate can pass, and it will become law. It does not need the
Mm.
president's signature nor the House signature, right? But my thing is this, right? So if y'all so quick to pass National Hip Hop Day, y'all could be just as quick to pass a bill for reparations for blacks.
Yep. Those kings, they so
Thank
quick
you.
to
That's
pass
what I'm
Asian
saying.
reparations and shit. They
Thank you,
ain't gonna pass
LB.
this. You right, brother. They so quick to sign reparations for other motherfuckers, but they so quick to try to give black people a constellation prize when motherfuckers been celebrating hip hop for almost 50 years, from different art forms and different platforms. So why y'all so quick to sign a national hip hop bill, but you motherfuckers take all day, be slow like a damn snail to sign a damn reparations bill? That just don't make no sense. But you out here putting hundreds and thousands of extra cops out on the street. Don't y'all got enough police out here right about now? Like, what you need with 100,000 more cops and shit when you can really be out here actually trying to do something? Because they scared. They scared that if a motherfucker get on a same playing field and be level with these motherfuckers, that motherfuckers will try to take over. We just want what's rightfully ours, man. And if you ain't gonna give it to us, we gonna have to do what we have to do to survive. Just for
Nah,
any
just say
person.
this though, Eric. Just say this. We just want equal opportunity. Let us decide if we go broke or not. Don't try to not give it to us after we done built this. Don't try to not give it to us when you talking about hip hop deserves something before us. Now listen, I've been a hip hop fan since I heard music. You see what I'm saying? But that's not knocking him from not getting this thing. But like I said, we have more stuff in the world that's big, dealing with the pandemic, dealing with people have needed housing, and you worry about this. If we're gonna pass bills for those dumb shit, pass bills to
Yeah,
help build this bitch. Pass bills to help give us some of this land back. Give us our own companies. And like I said, we fall off, the banks wind up taking it in the long run. That's our fault. At least you gave us something to start off with. Just don't ignore the fact that we're a part of this fucking country, man. Now you try to make it seem like black hip hop is more black. I mean, hip hop is more important than blacks, bruh. If it weren't for blacks, it wouldn't be no motherfucking hip hop.
Hey, there
yep.
wouldn't be no music in general because if you think about it, a lot of music,
Rock and
if you
roll
talk about
too.
gospel, country, you name it, it was started by black
The
people. It was
blues.
these white supremacists
Yep.
and other
Facts, man.
ethnic groups out here that hijacked the goddamn, that hijacked the shit.
And I'm gonna say this about
If it weren't for black
certain
people,
genres.
it wouldn't be a whole lot.
Yeah, and I want to say this about that with people trying to take shit from different genres and trying to make it their own. Like with this hip hop shit, like we know it's universal, but you got certain brothers and sisters that paved the way for a lot of motherfuckers in this shit though. But you just don't hear about them or give them the chance. You really thought Elvis was the king of rock and roll music? There was guys like Chuck Berry and Little Richard and other artists like that. Artists that did the blues and R&B music like Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles and stuff like that. So when you out here talking about you want to make hip hop a national day, you need to realize that motherfuckers already represent hip hop to its fullest. Even though you got a lot of negative shit out here now from this generation and some generations before that though, but it's something bigger out here that you motherfuckers could be doing. You wasting all this money on bullshit, kind of these stupid ass bills, but you ain't out here handling your business when you should just go on and sign that reparations bill and get it the fuck out the way. So you can't be hearing this shit no more about, oh, you niggas complaining we signed the reparations bill. What more do you want from me? We need a lot more from you motherfuckers, just like you need a lot from these other motherfuckers when you out here trying to get them to vote for us. Cause certain niggas ain't gonna be voting for y'all. That's why you bringing in the Asian community, you bringing in these illegal immigrants and all these other motherfuckers to try to get your vote count up. Cause you have to realize that certain black people is now waking up. They're not out here with their eyes closed. You can't just use those same tricks that y'all been using for generations and generations. You're dealing with a different type of black person out here. You just ain't dealing with a buck dancing Negro and a buck dancing, coon which out here they're gonna do anything for white supremacy. You dealing with smarter, more sophisticated brothers out here that ain't gonna be about that bullshit. We just want what rightfully ours. If you out here seeing everybody else in other communities get something and we don't say nothing, what type of shit is that? You expect us not to say nothing when you out here just giving motherfuckers shit like you got it like that? Like, come on now.
Right. All this symbolism and all that, man, them days of y'all us being wild by symbolism and all that, man, them days is over, man. Quit playing games with us and give us our fucking money.
To me, I ain't much worrying about the money, LB. I just want something that we can call our own where we could build. We could build together or we
And
could
you do,
build our
and you
own
can
shit.
get that through reparations, James.
Yeah, that's what
You
I'm
get
saying.
that through
I understand that.
reparations. Hey, yeah,
Yeah.
you cut the check and then let us decide what the fuck we gonna do
That's
with
all
it.
I'm
Reparations
saying.
cut with all that. All
Now,
that
once
money
we
can
do
go to
it,
different
y'all
sectors in
better
the
not
community.
see this the whole thing too. And I've been saying this going on with the stimulus check. They know they're gonna get some of their money back with some of these blacks anyway because of the lifestyle they live. So why not cut it to get it back anyway? The thing that I'm worried about and I'm tripping out off of, why it's so hard for y'all to do that when it's easy for y'all to pass all this other bullshit for bills and laws for that when it's really not helping us come up together. Like certain things only benefit them when they pass these laws and bills. It don't always
Right.
benefit both sides. You know what I mean? So if it ain't benefiting both sides and you know that, why are you gonna even pass the bill and law on it? The reason why to hold us back. And you doing it is that's a slap in the fucking face, man. Like you don't see like we so stupid, like we don't even see what's going on. So we just supposed to just keep taking that shit in there, coming out here working 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts in this hot ass sun, keep building this motherfucker and ain't getting nothing for it but crumbs back, man. You don't think a nigga tired of that shit? I know I am.
Shit,
I
I
know I
am.
am.
And I'm tired of motherfuckers disrespecting us and all that, man. Straight up. I mean, this is the disrespect to the black community. We don't need no goddamn National Hip Hop Day bill. All right. I mean, it was already bad enough you passed Juneteenth, and Juneteenth benefited everybody, but the black people, because everybody got a goddamn holiday out of it.
Yep. National Asian Day. Like you ain't never heard of no shit like that.
Meanwhile,
None of that shit.
Asians get
Huh?
goddamn crime bill passed for them. Asians get
And reparations.
reparations. Asians get fucking museums, and Asians get all they get shit taught in
And,
schools for them.
and think about this. They was getting money from World War II. They've been getting money from World War II. Then you giving Jewish people money from World War II too, when Germany should have been paying that shit. Why should
Thank
Right.
you.
We
America
had
be
nothing
paying
to
this
do
shit
with
they
the
didn't
fucking
do?
Holocaust.
Nothing to do with the
We
fucking
had nothing to do
Holocaust.
with the Holocaust, and yet they got reparations for that.
Boy, this some bullshit, dog. That's why I tell niggas, man, y'all better boss up, man. That's what I'm trying to do now. But like I say, law say the same, and I'm pushing hard as I can. I know I'm gonna do it, cause I ain't no fucking quitter. I ain't giving up on nothing. At the end of the day, if I see a goal, I'm going to snatch that bitch. I ain't letting it fall in my fucking lap. I'm going to get it. So that's my mentality right now, the second half of my life, because I know how hard it was. And I watched my grandfather work till he was 65 years old building this fucking regular ass country. I'm talking about every building downtown Canal Street from the aquarium, part of the Superdome, they fucking company, Gibbs Construction, did that shit. Mississippi, all out of town, big cities, coming up with them bitches. And I look, my grandfather ain't even get a chance to enjoy his fucking money, dog. My grandpa died at 82 and retired at 65. That's not even much 20 years to enjoy your own money for working that long, my nigga. But every year you buying a $250,000 yacht. But you got niggas out there running making you this money. Then you got niggas over here calling people racism, calling niggas names. You got it on recording, and you give him $2 billion for a team that was only worth 400 million. You taking care of your own, but keep kicking us to the fucking back burner. I'm gonna start burning some of these motherfuckers. That's what I'm gonna start doing. Get back in that old way, nigga. I'm telling you. I'm tired of this shit, LB. And then once a nigga get out here and start doing it to them, now we the bad guy. We terrorists to the
Yeah, it's
community.
sad. It's
We need to
terrible.
be locked up. They trying to give
You
us
know
the
what I mean?
death
Like,
penalty. But you got a white nigga killing
we
up a church house, you buying him Burger King. Then get the fuck
shooting up
out of
the
here.
fast party too for
Equal
getting weed mad
opportunity,
people want
man.
to get
That's
their
all I
weed
ask
card.
for. Now, what you do with it
Yep.
when we get it, I ain't like I say, I can't be holding nobody hand no more benefit their own self. People get that money, go give it right back to them. Gucci stores, Louis Vuitton, living above their means. I've been
Married,
did that.
strippers,
I ain't
hoes
doing
and
that
shit.
shit
They
no
don't
more.
even spend it on the right shit. You know, you get out of debt once you get older and shit, cause you done
Yeah,
did everything when you were a young person and shit. Man, nobody don't want to see no old nigga in no strip club
nigga
throwing money
say
at no hoes. Like
hip
you can
hop
use that shit for money.
holiday. You gave them a whole month, and you gave us the shortest month of the year for Black History.
Mm.
That's a slap in the face, man. Why you ain't give us 31 days? It's
They ain't gonna do
bullshit.
that. 28. I'm gonna give you niggas 28. You better be
So hip
grateful.
hop
We
deserve
can't
more
give you
days than
31.
Black History Month. That what you telling me?
I can't say that because I mean people celebrate hip hop every day. You know, I
Thank
see if
you.
they did like a week. I see they did like a week or something. Cause you know, like I said, hip hop is universal. It's celebrated every day in different cultures and shit.
Damn. Think
So
about this,
like,
y'all.
I mean,
Any
Go ahead, B.
anytime a, a, a anytime a black person, a hip hop artist that we grew up with passes away, don't we celebrate them? Right? We
yep,
celebrate them
yep,
through listening to music, lifetime achievement awards, all this other stuff. Right? We celebrate them by going to concerts, by taking pictures with them whenever they have a meet and greet, quoting their
yeah. We do that.
quoting the different lyrics and different songs and all that resonate through us and all that. Man, we don't need no damn bill praising hip hop. When we got these different documentaries out here, when we talking about whether you talk about Nas or Mobb Deep
Yeah, Biggie.
Cash Money, Biggie,
Yep.
Death Row
Limit.
Records, there's all kinds of documentaries out there about hip hop,
Oh,
right? There's books out there about hip hop, written by hip hop historians, hip hop artists themselves, right? We don't need no damn
that's
bill,
right.
right? Meanwhile, y'all out there passing bills that allow 100,000 more cops out in the street. Y'all won't get rid of qualified immunity. You won't punish these police officers when they're killing unarmed black people and shit. So what good is that?
Ain't
This is
training
Jim
with
Crow
neither. None of
Joe.
you motherfuckers
Hey,
ain't going
hey,
to the
hey,
police
this is
academy.
Jim Crow Joe 2.0, right?
Yes.
That this crime bill 2021 in play right now. What, they
Yeah,
gonna
you
build
ain't
more
training
jails
these
too?
motherfuckers
A
right neither.
100,000 more crooked cops ain't gonna benefit the universe. I mean the society anyway. If you hire a
Right.
You
hundred
throw
thousand
gasoline
cops,
on the
I
fire.
guarantee you at least 50 of them bitches gonna be getting how they live. Fifty
Yep.
thousand of them motherfuckers. Cause
Gonna
And
be
you
I'm
gotta
gonna tell
dope.
you
think,
the story. I don't know the dude's name, bro, but it was a cop out here. He seen me because I've been doing this shit for like 3 years, and I told him what I was trying to do. He was like, "Man, won't you come do what I do?" Then I was like, "What you do?" That boy opened his jacket up. Boy said, I work for Houston PD." And I'm like, he said, "Man, I just come out here. I do my job, man. I don't be looking for trouble. I don't try to arrest people, you know. I do my job, though. I don't let them disrespect me. But if you got something on you, give it to me. I let you ride. And I don't be trying to fuck over no black brothers because we got it hard already. I did this shit to help the brothers, stop doing it or whatever." So I took that advice and I was like, I almost did it. My brother, he went to the academy and everything. My girl brother, he just waiting for them bitches to call him because he got me doing the security work anyway. So I was like, man, certain people could do it for the right reasons. I ain't knocking that. But a lot of the motherfuckers do it for the wrong reasons because, like you said, LB, how many cops you seen really get a serious, severe punishment for shooting and killing one of us in these streets? 11 months, 2 years. That ain't no fucking time. But let us kill one another, you get life in jail behind that shit.
Yep. And lethal injection.
Yeah,
They bringing handies back and shit. They
fucking
just brought
right.
back the firing squad in one of the states. They can kill you by the firing squad execution now.
you got Amber Geiger killing people in their own house. She only get like 10 years in jail and shit.
Yeah, then the bitch tried to appeal it. Trying to appeal
Hold
her
up,
case.
10 years,
Bitch,
that's
come
all
down.
they got? My partner got hit up. He didn't get shot. I'm just saying they hit him up on a bogus murder charge in 1996, bro. This nigga just getting out last year, like the beginning of this year, like the end of last year. Nigga been in that bitch since '96, my nigga. Went in that bitch at 15, 16, Angola. He wasn't even much of an adult when he sent him to jail. He was still a juvenile. Ship that boy straight to Angola, man, where the fucking gorillas and real warriors be at. State penitentiary. That's not right, dog. And you ain't got no evidence. You just going off of he say, I say shit. But you got evidence that this nigga is kneeling on this man's neck for 8 minutes. And how much time he got?
23
22.
years.
Hands, hand in his pocket, putting force
Mm.
down. That's intentional, nigga.
Yep.
And this man ain't got
That's
no
crazy.
time. Come on, bro. That's a
These
slap in the
I'm
yeah.
really
face.
surprised that
I don't
I'm
know
really
about
surprised that
y'all.
they
I'm
ain't gonna do
I'm tired of
that
getting
you police
slapped.
supposed to get no.
I don't usually let a nigga slap me like that because I like to hit back. But in this situation, they slapping us where we can't hit back because we're not coming together enough. We're not standing 10 toes down when some of these
It ain't
situations happen. It's
it
a
ain't
lot of
doing it
talking, no
physically, they
action.
doing it mentally and shit. Cause they know
That's
if
some
they hit a
bullshit,
motherfucker
yo.
like me or anybody, there's gonna be consequences and repercussions, cause ain't no real motherfucker that's scared behind a badge and shit gonna really walk up to you, and try to hit you. They gonna do the cowardly shit, the cowardly one shit. They rather shoot you than, fight in the streets like a man and stuff. Cause you got a lot of these cops out here that ain't built like that. They just getting beat up in school, get swirly and toilet and shit. Won't get no pussy, so they just taking it out, on these other motherfuckers. Some of these dudes got mental, problems and shit. Most of these motherfuckers don't get the proper training, when it comes to like dealing with bullshit like that. So, they was a clown in school, so they think that once they get to being an accomplished shit that they can do anything. You might be out here doing all this dirt now, but it's consequences, the repercussions to your actions and shit. Then, when some of these motherfuckers be getting shot and shit, then you look at their background of them being dirty motherfuckers. Like I don't be feeling sorry for them. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. You out here doing all this stupid shit to black people and all these other motherfuckers. Certain shit like that. God work in mysterious ways when you out here doing dirt.
Hey, you know what that remind me of though? You trying to hire 100,000 more police? This shit remind me of some police academy shit. What you doing all this recruit for? Something got to be going on with y'all precinct for a nigga not to be trying to be no cop like that. For y'all to keep trying to recruit, giving out bonuses for niggas to be a cop. At first, you needed 2 years of schooling, criminal justice, all kind of shit to be a cop. Now you just throwing niggas in there. No experience, no training.
Yeah.
That, that academy that y'all got going on not enough. Because like you said, when you get in the field and it's wartime, you have to use civilized judgment on some of these calls. Half of these people supposed to still be living. Because you wouldn't do it in your community if you was going to raid in your shit. And I know a lot of people that's doing dirt in y'all community that y'all protected, that y'all would never raid. Y'all would never kick in their bitch shooting like y'all did Brown and Taylor, trying to use all kind of excuses to get away with the shit that y'all did because y'all didn't have a proper training for it. Now you mean to tell me y'all gonna hire 1,000, 100,000 more to do the same thing to us? Man, that's overkill to me.
Bullshit.
That's overkill. I know what
Education.
y'all doing. Well, I'm telling y'all, man, get your record expunged to protect yourself, man. Because ain't nobody doing it for us. The cops came to do it.
Hey, get this,
Yeah.
y'all. So a cop can go out there, commit misconduct and all that, get fired, move to another district, and then get hired to another police district and do the same shit over in another district of shit, or in another state, and all that type of shit. But you, as a citizen, commit some shit, and that shit follow you all over the country.
Yep. You do
You
something in
can't
one
get no
state, it's following
goddamn
you
job.
everywhere.
You can't get no goddamn job on this, man. For real. And that's disgusting out here that we continue to get slapped in the face with semantics and symbolism and all this other shit. But when we always get hit with the things we don't want, and these motherfuckers out here want to sit here and not give us the things we do want. We don't want no goddamn National Hip Hop Day. We want reparations. We want qualified immunity to end. We want motherfuckers going to jail when they violate the law. Ain't you seeing motherfuckers out there always say that, doctors and lawyers and police officers and shit like that is always held to a higher standard? Why aren't you practicing what you're preaching?
Yeah. Falsifying shit ain't even doing what's right. They doing the opposite. They think the lie is the truth and the truth is the lie. So this shit just crazy, man. How they do the most stupidest shit, but they got the mindset of like, if we do this, they might take advantage of us. You've been taking advantage of people so long that you don't even know what to do right. But you should have common sense to be like, man, just sign the fucking reparation bill, so they can stop complaining and shit. Cause you motherfuckers gonna need black people once these motherfuckers come over here and be on some red done shit, I'm gonna be minding my own business, protecting my people and doing what the fuck I gotta do. Cause, if you do dirt, it come back to hunt you and shit. Cause, these motherfuckers out here will do anything. They'll sign any, bill opposite of what black people really want. I'm not considering, the coons and buck dancers out here who already got their, crumbs and shit. They good. I'm talking about, the real brothers and sisters who out here actually trying to do something and get something for their families and for generations and stuff, you know.
All right, wait, what you got on this?
Shit, salute to LB. Shout out to the chat. Salute to the panel. Man, this shit, man, like this shit sad, man. This shit is insane. Like they throw the confusion as in like they give you something that you think they think we want, like a hip hop day. Like what the fuck? Like hip hop is everything. It's pop and everything. It go through the whole span. So they just trying to like throw that out there and then passing that crazy ass shit like with the whole thousand cops at it. And then not to go like you know what I'm saying. I found out in Oregon, the governor had passed a bill that don't have to worry about telling kids don't worry about reading and math and shit like that. You don't need to pass with that. Like you know what I'm saying. Like fucking up by and then like her explanation of why she did that because she said it would help the black, the Latinos, and everybody community by not teaching them how to read and write and do math. You know what I'm saying? Like now we just getting free diplomas instead of kids actually learning. You know what I'm saying? Like they trying to you know how they try like it's that y'all behind this line. They erasing the line and they really gapping us away. You know what I'm saying? They really trying to like allow us to dumb down. Cause imagine like especially where in the future, like a couple years from now, you're gonna have AIs doing all the basic knowledge jobs. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you're not allowing kids to go to higher education, you kind of putting us in that pace where we don't have shit. We won't have no jobs. We won't have no stability to create. You're allowing us to stay dumb in that concept. You're not gonna give us education. And say, oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. If you can't pass this math test, don't worry. We're gonna still ship you to the next grade instead of like really honing in on the school. You know what I'm saying? Like doing all this shit because I'm hearing more of teachers complaining about all this math, everything. But what about teaching, bro? This online school shit, kids like working from home, it's not helping them, bro. They literally, I literally
Yeah,
got I literally got a young bull across my street right now, bro. He's 15. Last year his old girl died doing this whole pandemic shit. Right now his older brother's the head of the house. You know what I'm saying? And the little bro, he want to be in the streets. And he in the streets right now. He said fuck school. He like when they tell him to go online and do shit like that. That's like another you giving them an out. Oh, I don't have to go online. You know what I'm saying? And it's not helping, bro. Now, I got a young bull who literally just dropped out of school, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's not helping, bro. Real talk. Like all this shit online, do this from home. Nah, man, get these niggas in school, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That
Kids,
shit
kids learn
tough.
more better when they have a teacher with them. This online school shit might work for certain kids, but I grew up, going to school having teachers in front of me teaching me stuff because, other people might learn, on the computers and all that other shit. But, when you teaching kids and stuff, you got to teach them certain things hands on because I think if you teach more kids like stuff hands on and show them like what to do, they'll get a better process out of it instead of just trying to do the shit online. Because if you ain't showing them how to do something like in front of them hands on, they thought process might not understand it once they're doing the shit on the computer. I rather somebody show me something so my brain can process it and I can still learn from it and I can just keep that skill or that topic with me, for the rest of my life and stuff. I think kids nowadays, like, they really don't like doing this online shit because, with all this social media shit out here, they be a distraction to these kids. You got to teach it online on the computer trying to teach your kids. It's so many distractions out here at home, in different situations that it ain't going to have the same impact as a teacher in front of you teaching her students and stuff.
I think physically being in school is better than just this. Even if the kid probably learn better from home, but the fact that the ones that's going to get left
Yeah,
behind because they,
I don't want to go too far off the subject.
yeah,
I don't want to go too far off the subject. So we'll talk about that in another video. So
for sure.
finish your points so we can wrap this up. So we can get
All
back
right.
on subject.
Yeah, but yeah, man, this shit sad, bro. Like, man, dog, like fuck a hip hop day, bro. Like fuck that, bro. That's a full distraction, bro. Like for real, cause like dog, the music, the whole music genre, like is a confusion, bro. Because all that is touched by Negroes, so it's like everything they saying about that is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So man, man, that shit sad, dog. Like I literally just got through watching the video with Nine doing some shit, and these niggas talking crazy, you know, with a what's the shit called? The little body cameras, bro. Nigga telling the kid, hey man, walking away left his shit on, saying man, 5 years ago I would have put his ass on the ground. 20 years ago I would have killed his ass. Like saying shit like that, bro. So you putting 1,000 more of these type of individuals who's not properly trained, like
That's what I
that, bro.
said.
That shit's sick, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then like then you got people who caping for them, even your own kind, caping so hard. Like it's not even about, you know, I'm not against police officers, but I'm not about giving them high tech ass war machine type of shit for citizens for the state and country. That shit's gonna be for like war. They getting war material shit. They getting like high tech guns. They getting tanks. They getting all this shit. What the fuck? This is a nigga. You in your country? Why you need all that shit? That's for that's for the outside of the country. That's for the other countries you were trying to go against. Why the fuck you gotta load these niggas up? You know what I'm saying? For what? For a pullover? You know what I'm saying? Niggas want to get hostile. They want to show that power stroke. Nah, just respect. Give respect. Hey man, hey pull over. That's it. Fuck all that, man. This, dog, they gotta learn how to talk to people, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a lot of that, bro. I'm not saying like niggas out here perfect, but nah, bro. It's just like the way they approach it, bro. It's sick, bro. You know, a nigga get
Yeah,
called to a house and a nigga a realtor, bro. And niggas got like 5, 6 cars out, guns pulling, come out. They don't even like, you know, Caucasian. They pull up with guns in they holsters. Hey, what's the problem? What the fuck? Like, why you can't move just like that in all aspects?
Yeah, in our community. I agree with
Exactly.
that. They come
I
in our
mean,
community, guns blazing, nigga. They don't give a fuck.
considering you have the many stories of, you know, you heard the story about the this happened out in Michigan where you had a black realtor showing a black family house and he ends up getting arrested.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, I
Exactly. I
seen
just
that
got through
shit.
watching that
Crazy.
shit, bro. I just got through watching that
Brother was
shit.
just doing his
Exactly.
job. Can't even do your job without somebody
Or
fucking with you, you know.
or the white lady going to the black person's house talk about because the black lady had a Tigger flag, you know, Tigger off Winnie the Pooh. So she had a Tigger flag at her house. The white lady go to the house talk about how she don't like the flag and how she need to take her flag down. Couldn't have been me because I was like,
Yeah,
if you don't
probably
get your
white bitch.
fucking white supremacist ass off my fucking property,
Yeah,
you got
fucking
10
with
seconds
somebody.
before you go. Hey, you got 10 seconds before you meet Satan yourself.
Oh
Then
man.
don't let it be a black power flag. You know, you represent your people in your country. They so scared to see those flags, man. They have a heat stroke, man. They get so mad when they see a American flag with the African colors and shit. They get so mad because I got a couple of those in my room, and I live in a neighborhood where it's predominantly all like black people and a couple Latinos and a couple white folks and stuff. But like if you go to certain areas in Georgia, they don't be want to see all that shit. You'll have your cameras out here on your property. They so busy trying to mess up your flags and stuff that you be catching them on camera. Then if you call the police, then the police look at them like, what the fuck is you doing messing with these people's flags and stuff? They ain't did that to you. Then they want to get crazy and stuff and just start acting like they got amnesia and shit. But it really don't surprise me how these motherfuckers be acting just because you a brother and a sister in a good neighborhood and you doing your job. They think you out here stealing this stuff. Their brother wasn't doing nothing wrong. You can't even do your job right without somebody trying to fuck with you. And you got arrested for no damn reason. I
And to
hope you
get
sue the fuck out of them, man.
and get this, y'all. A lot of them cops that they be hiring and all that, you know, a lot of them dudes currently in the gang. So they teach And a lot of them dudes were former military that be in the gang. So how about
Yep.
when the police officers get off work, how about they go back to their gang members and teach them the same tactics they be teaching them police officers and shit?
Yeah, you right,
And then they
LB. And
and then
then
they
That's
put
a
them
good
they
point
put them
right
in
there.
front talk about they undercover.
Yeah, that's a
Right.
good point. Because you know that's why they use us because they feel like we the only one that can relate to us. Like they had a couple of situations, dog. Crooked cops is really the real problem why people don't want to do that because I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of people just want to live right sometimes. People don't want to come out here and live wrong, but you give us no option how you bird feed. You give us these crumbs. You put us on the back burner for shit that you're doing like right now. Don't want to give us reparations for helping build this motherfucker. So at the end of the day,
give
when you
nobody
put
the
people when you put people back against the wall with the money problem, you're gonna force people to do shit that they don't want to do. So a lot of people like this, I heard a lot of dudes say this too, coming from my city. If I was a cop, I wouldn't do nothing me. I'd just be out there for a paycheck. They'll be taking niggas shit, not bringing them to jail. But what you gonna do with it when you take it? Shit, I'm gonna make the money myself. Cause you a street mentality type nigga. That's what I'm saying. So you gonna hire 100,000 more cops with no education, no experience to do what? To come out here and fuck
mm-hmm.
over some more? Cause that's all they
That's
gonna
exactly
do.
what's gonna happen.
That's all
That's
they
Facts.
gonna
exactly what's
do,
gonna
man.
happen.
Facts.
Yep. Planting crack in front of people, motherfuckers recording them and stuff. These motherfuckers are stupid. Planting drugs in front of people and motherfuckers be seeing them.
I mean,
We trying to take people's phones.
look what happened 2 weeks ago in Wisconsin where you had the one cop doing substance in the guy's car.
Yeah, yeah, we were just talking about that. No, those some
So hold
look
up,
like
he
some dope
planted
that
it
was in the
on him.
car.
That what you say,
Yeah.
LB?
Huh?
He planted it on
No,
him.
no, no. He
Yeah.
took it out of the other suspect car and shit, and then throw it in the car. Like, why are you throwing it in the car,
Oh, that's
motherfucker? That's
crazy.
supposed to be evidence.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And
Yo,
And I'm
that's
glad the
scary,
brother was
dog. That's
recording
spooky,
him.
bro.
You know,
That's
that's
spooky as
crazy.
fuck. You can't even. It's like, damn, I don't even want to drive out here nowadays. If the niggas pulling stunts like that, like that shit, boy. Because I'm not even the type. Because yeah, I remember like there's a lot of people out here who be having that, that self-recording camera in their car now. Like that would seem like we got to do. We got to have like fucking video cameras up 24/7, bro. And then imagine when you
Yeah,
do that. When you do that, you're gonna evade your own privacy because you're trying to protect yourself. So it's like you
Yeah,
got
basically.
they fucking us up, bro. They doing it both ways. Like you're either gonna give up your privacy for your protection, or you're gonna give up your protection for your privacy. And it's like they fucking with us, bro. Like they got us in such a fucked up way, bro. It's like, and then
Lose lose situation.
yeah, bro, that shit crazy.
I just put cameras up around my shit. I ain't gonna lie, and I ain't much gonna do that because I know how to protect my family. But it's just so much shit goes on in this world, bro.
You
You
got
gotta
to,
be safe.
you got
You
to,
gotta put them bitches up, bro.
yeah,
I ain't
facts.
I ain't got nothing to hide
yeah, you
anyway,
gotta
so you
protect
No,
can
your
no, no,
check
family.
no.
my shit.
I'm talking
The
about
only
like in
thing
the
you gonna
car.
check me lying a nigga ass out if they fucking with me and mine. That's about it.
Facts.
And I'm in the comfort zone of my shit. I pay rent here. Man, listen, I pay taxes to keep you motherfuckers on the street. So you can't tell me how to protect myself when you bitches take 2 hours to get you. I can call you right now. You're gonna take 4 hours to get you if it's in a black neighborhood. I
4
done watched
hours to
one
get there,
nigga get
motherfucker
shot one
already
time in the
gone.
chest. My little partner got shot one time in the chest, sat out there down there 2 hours. You understand?
Mm.
And when they come, the nigga passed away. Now just imagine you'd have been there quicker. It don't take that long for you to get there on emergency, dog.
Let me tell you,
They
hey,
have cops out here.
it's so crazy. Just talking about that, bro. Like 2 weeks ago, I'm coming from home from work, and I'm walking down this block to get to my, my area. So it was a situation where I'm walking down, and there's a dude, like nigga had his gun out on the side of him. And then I had my headphones in, so I had to pull one of them off the side. The nigga like, yo, is a nigga. He was like, yo, where you from? Who you? You know what I'm saying? So me, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking on my toes. I'm like, bro, I don't know what's going on. So I'm slowly backing up, getting back into the road. You know what I'm saying? So cars can get between us. Mind you, I just got through walking past like a patrolman, like a state trooper, because they working on the road on the main road. So I'm like, I'm backing up. So I'm like, fuck that. Like, nigga, it's 9 right here. Let me go walk to him and tell him what's going on. So I walked to 9. I'm like, yo, man, I just had a dude pull out tunnel section. That dude just had he ain't pointed at me, but he had it out. Like, yo, dude pull a gun out. He had it on the side and everything. You know the first thing that nigga said to me, dog? Nigga say, what you want me to do about it? I'm like, what the fuck?
Real talk, motherfucker, do your job, bitch.
I'm like,
Hey,
he
You
hold
like,
can't
up.
deny
You
that
a
shit,
cop
dog.
that
Do
told you
your
that?
job.
That was the
yeah,
cop told you what you want me to do?
yeah, bro. That shit was
Exactly.
so, that
Yeah,
shit
I
so
wish you
mental,
was
bro.
playing here. I
But
wish
That
you
you
need
shit
was
a
was
a
hundred
common
mental,
thousand
sense
bro.
that
more of
shit,
those.
man.
You need 100,000 more of those? And you saying East State,
Mm.
East, that's just total. They just
Yeah.
looking for 100,000 more cops to spread out through the United States, so that's an East State.
I'm like, damn, dog, you don't mind if it's a black on black, I'm gonna just sit back, let that shit ride. But you know what I'm saying? It fucked my head up. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, all right, you know what? So I'm like, fuck it. Then he realized what he did. He like, well, I can just pull up to the edge and then point the light down there. Like, you know what, bro? All right, whatever, bro.
Nah,
I'm just
too
gonna
late,
turn around.
motherfucker. Now
Like,
you want to do your job.
yeah, like that
Now
shit
you want to
crazy.
do the job. Crazy.
Oh, did you sure? You sure it wasn't at his house and everything? Like, bro, you questioning, nigga? I just told you the situation, bro. Nigga pull out a
Motherfuckers know
gun.
what a gun
I
look
told
like.
like so that shit like that. I'm like, damn, like you can't even pull to them niggas when you need to.
Whatever
Nigga,
happened
fuck
to
it.
protect and serve though?
That's what
They
I'm
got that shit
saying.
on the side of the car for nothing. I look like if they told you some shit like that.
Nigga talking about call your local station. Cause
Hey,
he so
hey,
called
you know what
watching
that means,
Motherfucker,
online.
you
James? I'll tell you what that means. Hey, James, protect and serve means protect themselves and serve their own interests.
Yeah, that sound right.
Yep.
That sound
You
about
right.
right. For real.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I
You
can
right.
believe that because they ain't protecting and serve nothing out here. Like I say, I'm from
Yeah.
that
You
part of
gotta
the
protect your
struggle.
own self. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna do
We,
it. You gotta protect yourself and your family and shit.
I seen the cop pull up on us. He was like, "Man, if y'all got something on y'all, let me know." Nigga was coming out their pocket. Nigga, let us go. So listen, come to find out, he taking the shit, smoking the shit. I'm like, oh my god, for real, like they use that badge for so much shit to get away with. That's why I won't be a part of that, man. I swear to God, that's another reason why I don't want to be a part of it. Because they'll have you doing fucked up shit. A turn of fans to come snatch your ass up. And now they're going to make you out of snitch or a bitch. Because that's, you used to say to protect your people. You just here to make a legal check. But at the end of the day, you ride with a group of cops. You going on a stand to raise up. Look at all these cop movies that they make showing you how they really rock, nigga. From Sleepless with Jamie Foxx, from Black and Blue with Tyrese on there, from what the other cop movie they made. Man, you
Training
can
day,
look at any movie. Yeah, Training Day. Man, listen, man, every
training
cop
day.
out here is like that. Every cop is like that, dog. For real. Once they get that badge on them, that's a get out of jail free card, my nigga. You raise your hand and take that oath, they gonna protect their own. I don't want to be protected like that. That's being protected by the devil to me. I'm not like that, man. I rather stand for the right. I rather stand with my people in the struggle and come up together. I don't want to be the cop for the wrong reasons. Them niggas being cops for the wrong reason, man. That's what I'm telling you. They just finding another way to get
Not
away
only
with
that,
murder. But
not only that, right? You know, a lot of these things, a lot of these bills, and a lot of these cops, they ain't going to prison, right? The main reason for that is because they're protected by police unions. So if you want to know the one most single point thing to where why stuff don't get done, because you got the fraternal order of police, these police unions out here that will fight tooth and nail to block whatever kind of thing they're trying to um, do to for police reform and all that. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Daz? 3000 degrees LT. You know what I'm saying? Salute to y'all, brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hit the Cash App, PayPal, man. If you support the real. Anyway, but these police unions, you know, white supremacists ran organizations and all that. You know what I'm saying? They would fight tooth and nail to protect their own. That's why you don't see a lot of these motherfuckers getting fired. That's why you don't see a lot of these motherfuckers going to jail. That's why you don't see no qualified immunity getting passed and all that. And these politicians coming right back to these guys. These motherfuckers take money for police unions, and they'll tell you to their face they take money from these bastards, yo. Marco Rubio down there
Yeah.
in Florida. Yeah, he one of them ones when they had that shooting down there at that high school and all that, and the teenager was on his neck. asking him, hey, man, you take money for police unions? And he's like, yeah, I take money for police unions, and I'm gonna continue to take money for police unions. Okay, motherfucker.
Oh god. See, that goes to show you these motherfuckers are in a crab in a barrel mentality. You know, these motherfuckers will do anything to not struggle. You know, they'll do anything, climb over anybody to stay rich. You know, it doesn't just surprise me with a lot of these motherfucking senators and stuff. If it ain't them getting caught in a, hotel room with cocaine and dookie streets in their drawers, or them getting, caught up in sexual allegations and shit, it don't really surprise me that they taking money from police unions because they helping the motherfuckers stay out on these streets doing the same thing. Unless you're black, you a cop. If you black, you do some shit like that. They quick to throw your ass in jail. But if you're a white motherfucker or another race besides black, they be quick to protect your ass because you under that white supremacist banner.
Oh yeah, no, so it wasn't the police unions, the NRA. It was the NRA he took money from, not the police unions. But hey, don't be shocked. That motherfucker take money from police unions
Yeah,
too. Kamala Harris,
yeah,
why you don't think,
that take,
why you don't
yeah.
think, why you don't think Camel Toe don't be talking about anything regarding police shootings and all that? Cause she be taking money from them motherfuckers, yo.
Yep,
Camel
same
Like
Toe,
song
like
getting her
oh
piece.
like
Camel Toe. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
that's fucking
crazy.
47% approval rate. Get around like hell. 47% approval rate. Negative
Like
47%, bitch.
it's
yeah.
so it's such a distraction that they do everything else beside, like they give us these holidays, they give us these distractions, but you seeing what's popping on with the world with the climate shit. You got shit where like motherfuckers 45 people got shot one night in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that need to be solved, but every time you turn on the fucking news, you hear nothing about vaccine, get vaccinated, get this. And I'm like, what the fuck? I get what you going on with the COVID.
Got
You never
800,
treat you never treat
got
any other
800
thing
new
like this.
vaccines out there.
You never treated cancer like this. You never treated AIDS like this. You never treated HIV like this. You never gave that proper indication of what's really like fucking really people up. You never gave that much attention to it. But this shit here, like you know what I'm saying, the flu, no disrespect to anybody like that, but this like you know what I'm saying, something that's a flu-like system, something that's like that. And come on, bro, you fuck like bro, you like fuck us, bro. Like real talk. And then they doing everything in their power to make a nigga look like, damn, what the fuck was so bad about Donald Trump and the concept of how they moving this way? It's like what the fuck? Green Party? Can we? I don't know, bro. Like what the fuck? Like for real, bro. It's like no
Look,
hope on either end.
right, when it comes to Trump and Joe Biden, right, it's distinction without a difference, okay?
Yeah,
Joe
you hit it
Biden
right
ain't
there.
no different than that motherfucker right there.
Facts,
It's
facts. Yeah, you hit
distinction
it.
without a difference.
I like that. Perfect. You hit that shit. Perfect wording.
That's what it
Yeah,
is.
then they'll
Joe,
use your own to
because
try
when
to
Joe,
process the
because when Joe
vaccine.
Biden, when Donald Trump was in this hotel sniffing cocaine off of women's ass cracks and shit, Joe Biden was writing these laws putting black people in jail.
And kissing little girls allegedly, and little boys probably, and getting lap dances by little Asian girls. But we ain't gonna bring it up. It's a lot of shit that creepy bastard has been doing. I was saying this, him and
Yeah,
Kamala Harris and they freak on. That's why they can't get that done and shit. You out here passing, reparation bills and shit. But it's crazy how
shit.
motherfuckers just falsify shit for no damn reason. And motherfuckers like LB been telling y'all about same son Kamala Harris. She switched so many sides so much you don't be knowing what the fuck she is. It's crazy. A 47% approval rate. Where you get those numbers from? Tell those people that in California how her so-called 47% approval rate is going to help America.
Yeah, think about this, right? When when Donald Trump was at the Trump Plaza in Atlantic City putting a line of coke in the girl pussy and licking it off of her, Joe Biden was right here putting this goddamn anti-drug abuse act and shit like that, where you got the 100-to-1 disparity between crack cocaine and powder cocaine. Meanwhile, his son's smoking all the crack on video.
Mm.
Man, that shit, man, that shit. And then they got black people confused so hard, bro. They don't know what to believe in. They just they hit the Democrats as a default because they don't know what else to be. You know what I'm saying? Put in their own thoughts and get creative and look up shit and actually like go on channels like LB shit. When you not just sports but politics as well. You know what I'm saying? So you can learn some shit. You know, but we caught up in the distractions. We caught up in the music. You know what I'm saying? All these verses and all that. Fuck all that shit, bro. Niggas out here getting dropped and everything, but we just keep, sweeping that shit under the rug until like, another big thing happen. And that shit gonna last about 3 or 4 months and then everything else off. TikTok, that's what we do. It's like a whole like we fools, bro, at the same time, bro. Cause we entertain this shit too.
Yeah. And to me, that whole versus thing is some bullshit because it's not like they come up with new material. It's like it's the same shit that we listened to for years. So it kind of
Yeah, they
defeats the
don't
whole
really
thing
give the
about
older
versus and
artists a
whatnot.
chance.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah. I like the verses, but I wish older artists that motherfuckers don't know, especially this generation, don't have an understanding of. If you give some of these older artists a chance to like do a verses, I think more of these younger kids will have more appreciation, for these older artists who like paved the way for this music. They be talking about the craziest verses battles when most of these niggas' discographies ain't even long enough to even do 10 songs, let alone 20. So I wish they'd just give like older artists, from like past generations that have been forgotten about. They didn't get their props and shit a chance. We already know who Dipset and the Lox is. But certain kids these days don't really be knowing nothing about that.
But you gotta think about it. They want you to keep on recycling that same shit that Dipset and Locke's been talking about. You know what I'm saying? That type of keep that you in the grind. You know what I'm saying? That type of mindset for black people. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just trying to like throw that away, throw something else that we don't need that. That's a distraction. Minus that distraction. We need to focus on some other shit like that gonna help us live continuously. Talking about music, yeah, to be subtle when we down. Nah, we need to talk about what shit gonna get us higher and allow us to live on. You know what I'm saying? The shit that's going around, right? Like, fuck all that, bro. Like, honestly, bro, like for real, I just feel like, bro, that shit, and it get kind of crazy because like I said, we just had a week ago when shit like this, like crazy shit just happened, and then the next week oh, guess what? The new version's coming up. You know what I'm saying? Just to throw you away from what you just got through suffering when you just got through seeing what happened last week, type of shit. It's like we need to
Yeah,
focus on making sure that we change some shit instead of like, get your mind off of that change shit. We just gonna get you on this. You know what I'm saying? And then like with Biden when he said all the shit he said he was gonna do when he first came in, niggas still dealing with the COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like, so how long that gonna take up? All the way up to the what 3rd year, and then we gotta give you a second term for you to really do shit. Come on, bruh. It's the same playbook you did with
you might
Obama.
not make it through a second term.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's the
You might
same
not make
playbook
it
with
through a
Obama.
second term. The way
When
he
he
be
had
talking.
him, they try to have him create like focus on the recession and everything, but never really focus on his community. And then he skipped our community, helped another community, and helped another community before he even came. They never even
Yeah,
came to us.
Let me ask y'all a
yeah.
question, dog.
LGBT
Do y'all
and
think
shit.
they really be trying to give us that shit, or they just be
no,
talking?
they just be talking shit. They just
Nah,
talk shit to get the
we just
vote, and
talking
then once
shit.
they get the vote, then they get all of a sudden get a case of amnesia. Exactly,
Yeah,
Daz. Hey,
all
Daz been
kinds
up.
of
Hey,
shit.
he beat me to the part. Hey, Joe Biden, all you and camel toe, oh camel toe. Hey, whatever happened to that meeting with Ice Cube for the contract for Black America? Huh?
Thank
Hey,
you.
Cedric
Motherfucking
Richmond.
done changed his
And
number and
hey,
everything.
James, you should be familiar with Cedric Richmond because he down there. He's a representative of Louisiana. That coon ass motherfucker. And because he was the first one that jumped in front of that bullet when Ice Cube came up for that contract for Black America. Hey, what happened to the fucking meeting? Jamil Smith, because you've been running your mouth on TV too. You were like the Jamil Smith is a commentator for goddamn TV One. Now he was on MSNBC with that cool ass Tiffany Cross, right? What happened to the contract for Black America with Ice Cube? What happened? Y'all forgot? Oh man, we had the pandemic. We couldn't really address it, right? Get the fuck out of here. You guys never had no
You
intention of
motherfuckers
addressing
can
it.
do everything else. You can send out these funky ass stimulus checks, but you motherfuckers can't talk to the brother Ice Cube. At least try to see what the brother's talking about. Y'all didn't even have the decency to see what the brother was talking about, but y'all have the decency to talk to one of these coon ass clowns on YouTube or on, Fox News or these other, platforms and shit. But y'all was so busy not wanting to talk to Ice Cube and shit. That just don't make no sense.
Dog. Even our own platforms, as in as Negroes and Black people, dog. We literally not even bringing that back up. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear shit from the Breakfast Club. I don't hear nothing from no other. You know what I'm saying? News outlet that's like run by Black folks bringing that back up or even like acknowledging that. You know what I'm saying? And then think about this too, dog. Like this whole like you got companies like Walmart, which is like you got a lot of Black folks inside that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now you're making a mandate to get vaccinated. You're making a lot of things mandated to get vaccinated, or you won't have a job. We already got a homeless situation in this country, so you're gonna put more in that situation like that. You're gonna have somebody who never been sick
Mm,
put something inside them. You know, not never been sick, but haven't been sick for a while. Put something inside them to get them sick,
yeah.
not knowing that you don't know how their body gonna react to it. Come on, bruh. It's like the truth
And,
is the fool nowadays. Like if you telling the truth, you're a fool. What are you doing? It's like what the fuck?
Hey,
and
bro,
it's
that shit is
crazy.
a different
Motherfuckers been
story though. I ain't gonna lie. I got a story about that shit, dog. That's why I'm telling man, I would never take that shit. I ain't
well,
gonna
you
be
better
homeless
not.
neither.
And
And you
yeah.
could fire me today, nigga. I ain't gonna be homeless. I guarantee you that.
You know, I feel you on
And
that.
it's
Niggas on
crazy.
See
straight
that
grind.
that's what they want you to do, and that's how
Motherfuckers
they
just
want you
get
to
it
think.
considered.
That if they take this shit away from me, or it's the end of the world, I'm gonna be homeless. I ain't got nothing. Man, they got jobs right now hiring, dog, that don't even require that shit. Now it might be harder because of the pay or whatever, but as long as you can still make something and make it work, just don't go under and have to go into your savings and all that fucking with this government by forcing you to do that shit.
Yeah.
Because if you have to go into your savings and take a lesser pay job to protect your own self, do that, bro. Because my grandfather, he drive for coke, and I promise you, dog, this nigga took the shot like about 7 months ago. He went for his second shot. Nigga caught that shit. Now, why is you taking this shit if you can still catch it? It's like they giving
Mm-hmm.
it to you. It's
You
like a
fucking
flu
should.
shot. They gonna give it to you to see if you can get rid. We almost know what this shit is anyway, dog. For niggas to be running around there talking about they really need it. The government know what they
They just
talking
be
about. They
putting
almost know
shit
what the
in the
fucking shit
needles. They
is.
don't need to be saying what the hell it is. Because you don't know how everybody body react to this shit. Everybody body ain't gonna react to this shit the same. Because you gotta realize that motherfuckers been working through, this whole pandemic shit without taking that shit. And even if you take that shit, you still can get the fucking coronavirus. So what's the use of taking that shit? You done had coaches in different sports
Hey,
taking that
they
shit.
not
Hold on.
making
I don't want
police
to talk
take
about
it.
that shit on here. I don't want to talk about that shit because I don't need you two flagging my shit. So
Okay, I
we
understand.
need
I'll
to
keep
we can
going
cut
down
that
low.
we
My
need to
bad,
cut
bro.
that one out. Yeah, yeah yeah.
I
YouTube
don't think
will flag my video, man.
that shit just bullshit though, LB. I got you on that
It
though. I,
is
I ain't really want to talk about it anyway, but I just had to say that story because people still getting it. But listen, police
right.
wise, I don't want to fuck with that. I could be a cop. Anybody could be a cop.
Yeah.
But if you ain't for the right, you gonna get caught up in their bullshit. It's cool they're giving you a get out of jail free card slap on the wrist when you do get caught with some bullshit. Like how many people they gonna really want make they section look bad? They gonna try to hide all the evidence and all the dirt and don't make it look like they police is that corrupted. But they hide a lot of shit from the media and from the news channel because of the corruption and how much dirt they gotta cover up. That's why, like they tell you, you tell one lie, you got to tell 1,000 more behind that to keep up with the first one you told.
Mm, fact, facts.
I can't fuck with no crooked ass niggas no more, bro. If that's the case, I still be in New Orleans. Not saying my city like that, but I could be still fucking with them niggas don't want nothing. What I'm saying, because you got a lot of niggas out here like that don't want nothing, and they like the police sticking their hand up their ass checking for dope. I don't want man. Who want to live like that? Police take the dope from you, give it back to you. Now you work for him. I done seen that too.
Yeah,
And when
it's
the
That's
pressure
crazy.
come down on them, they gotta bust your ass. Cause they like, man, nobody getting arrested around here. All this dope being sold around here. Now they gotta come down and do their job. They don't give a fuck
You
about you,
show your
boy.
face and shit.
They about to protect
Just
themselves
another
if them
nigga
people
to them.
tell you, man, this nigga gotta be in jail, man. The community complaining about this nigga. They killing and all that. He can't even go to the store without them hanging in front of the store. So they about to force you to do your job, and now you got to railroad this nigga that you've been snaking the whole time, helping be corrupt.
Hey, Sterling Young, what you got on this?
No,
Uh, how I got on this is just that I didn't really like it because like when do we ask for that? To me, when do we ask for that? Because when people they ask for something else, they ask for something else that they really want, you know, they get crickets, but instead we got a hip hop day holidays, but I'm not throwing any kind of shade of our hip hop and the icons because these for those people that had no positive interest in the faith of people because this is another situation where I see others who take us as a joke, but instead of our business, especially when we fail to include us, when we make decision about us. So that's, that's how I look at it. I look at it as like they just taking us as a joke and like, oh, we give you this, we give you that. It's like I don't really like that. So.
Kid Trunk 44, what you got on this?
Yeah, what's up, man? So what basically happened? Because I just see the Senate slapped the black community in the face with hip hop day bill passage. What is it? What the hell is that?
Basically, for all intents and purposes, August 11th is going to be celebrating hip hop.
What the? Did they did that? I didn't even know that. So did they do that for any other music genre that we also created, like rock and roll or country?
Hey,
I
hey,
think
keep
they do
telling them,
though,
bro.
but
Keep
this
telling them,
kind
bro.
of
Because,
goes crazy.
hey, because motherfuckers think I be on cap when I say this shit. Go ahead and tell them, hey, did we not invent country music? Did we not invent gospel music and rock and roll? Did we not invent that? Did black people not invent that?
We
Yeah, the
did, we
blues
did.
too.
Yeah, we
Jazz,
did.
jazz. So did they do the same thing for the other music genres that we also created? Is that they listen to?
No,
Okay, that
no.
just tells you something then. You really why didn't you do that for
Yeah.
gospel music? When God singing for God, huh? And
cause they
what
the
makes
devil. They ain't gonna do it for the devil. The devil ain't gonna praise nothing that God do. That's what I'm telling you. They gonna praise that devil shit though, killing, sucking booty. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
praise that.
Paying
They
for
probably do have
paying for
holidays for that,
17-year-old
but it just
pussy.
ain't on a big impact.
That's what I be saying. Why they want to do that
That's
for
a good
God?
point though.
You ain't
Why?
paying for 17-year-old pussy. He's still in Congress right now. Meanwhile, if you a teacher teaching critical race theory, you can lose your job.
R. Kelly locked up. This nigga is crazy. Boy, I tell you, they take care of their own real good. And we still blinding on. I'm glad you see it though, LB. The niggas that really know and know the game, we see that shit. But bruh, it's not right, man. It's not right, bro. I don't think I want an equal opportunity. I don't want nothing else. Give me mine and let me fuck it up. I don't need you fucking it up, bird feed me the shit that I
Yeah.
earned, that I supposed to get in the
It,
loaf.
it,
You giving it to me in
you
slices.
right.
That shit
But
fucked
the
up,
whole
bro.
thing, if a motherfucker want gold tooth on his mouth, let him get it. Yeah, you motherfuckers ain't out here telling white folks what to do with their damn money. But you out here trying to tell a black dude how to spend their money and shit. Not
Hey,
all
look
of
how a
us.
cop,
I
I'm
mean,
glad
not
you
all
said
of us.
that. Look how a cop killed us, get suspended with pay till everything over with.
Facts. Facts, bro.
Yep.
With pay. It's the
With
craziest thing.
pay?
First of all, they
Come
don't
Yeah,
on,
even be in
man.
yeah.
jail. They don't
You
be in a
gotta
holding
suspend him.
cell.
Yeah.
They be out here in the streets
Yeah,
going getting fucking
protect the
Chinese
custody.
food
They
after
could
what they pull.
Photoshop anything to make you believe he in jail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't
It'll
trust none of
take
that shit. If
yeah.
you taking long to convict them, bitch, you
Motherfucker
hide
being
them
in
somewhere.
Alcatraz.
You can hide that nigga anywhere in the United
Motherfucker being
States. Look, just
Alcatraz.
lay low till 3 years old with, then come back out like you was locked up. Here go your money. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, I ain't stupid no more. I used to be blind and thought the
Yeah.
government was real with us. They want to see everybody with equal opportunity. But I had to watch my grandpa retire at the right time, nigga. They say 65, you can't retire no earlier. And when he was about to come up for retirement at 62, they pushed it back to 65 because at first it was 62. That's how they do you, though. That's how they do you.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Watch
you
when we get ready to fucking
facts,
retire. That bitch gonna be about 72. I'm like, oh
facts.
man.
Yeah, no telling that shit would be done, with these motherfuckers fucking shit up. You don't know when this shit gonna be like once you retire, because you never know 20, 30, 40 some years later how the retirement structure gonna be, and when can you retire, and how do you get all your benefits and shit. No telling what these motherfuckers doing now is gonna impact, the next couple of years and stuff. That might fuck up your retirement plan. Shit, you might be working until you like 80 something. The way these motherfuckers is going crazy out here messing shit up.
Cause if you peep, bro, if you peep this, bro, they use the like when they did that hip hop shit. It's just like a throw in our face to show that we are
Hey,
killing our own selves in a
what else
concept way.
what else
Cause
is in that bill? Wait, what? What else is in that bill? They're just celebrating the day that hip hop was made. What?
There's
that,
no
that pretty
reparations in that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Just
that's what they're saying.
that's pretty
Day.
much it. It's like a holiday. It's like, hey, hip hop day, and using that to keep on
Wow.
because they're gonna use that continuously each and every year. Hey, go listen to hip hop, bum bum bum, and then listen to the message what they sending. You know what I'm saying? Because like you gotta understand, they took away from what NWA niggas with attitude, where they was speaking the truth of what they was around them, and then they continue that by promoting that in the early 2000s. They continue that as in like the young cats like nowadays, the Kodaks and all that shit. Everybody say and be a young boy and all that. They constantly using that same method, even though they straight. I'm like, what the fuck? Like now you pump faking.
You
Now
talking
you
about like
pump faking the truth. You know what I'm saying? So
the
you
baby?
like all that shit, bro. Like all that the
Hey,
hip
the
hop
crazy thing.
nowadays, bro. Just in general, when they talk about guns, killing and hoes and all that,
Yeah,
they don't
that's
even
right.
do that no more.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
What do
They
you
yeah.
they
mean they don't do
using
that no
that shit
more?
as a theme, like you know what I'm saying, like a theme, and just constantly go with it, cause that's the flow with them. You know what I'm saying? And that's the shit they're gonna keep on going. Like they're gonna keep on, yo, you gotta get the guns, you gotta start killing your brother, nigga try you, kill him, rap, all that shit. They keep on going and going and going, so they can be like, look, you know what I'm saying? Cause you look at in the early in 1990s when the government was like, yo, this shit is bad, this shit is, you know what I'm saying,
With
everything.
NWA, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want to hear the truth no more. Then they like, you know what, fuck it, let's not make it seem like we don't want to hear the truth. Let's promote it. And that's what he did with this fucking hip hop day, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, hold up. Stop right there though. Hold up. Wait. I'm glad you brought that type of shit up because I'm gonna tell you why. People say NWA was making gangster music, right?
I mean,
For
they
as
kind of was.
violence. Hold up. But if you listen to the lyrics, they was only telling you how to protect yourself from the government. Why you think they took them off the
yeah.
shelf? Then they went to try to make it seem like
Public enemy
they
too.
they talk about they talking about women. They disappreciating women far as disrespecting them, calling them out their names, hoes, bees. You had Congress coming out after these dudes the way they was rapping and trying to stop them from music.
Yep.
Now you done took them off the shelf because they was going at the government. Fuck the police. Express yourself. Listen to the titles of their name.
Like the
They wasn't
power.
talking about promoting violence. They wasn't talking about kill you because that's your, you know what I mean? They was pushing rap music for us, how hard it was in our community. Like Cube said, we saying shit that y'all scared to say. When they was
That's
doing
Yeah.
those
They rhymes
interviews and
wasn't
asking
reflecting
those
their
that's
questions,
reality.
true.
they was only telling their story about what they say in their hood. That don't mean them dudes was living it. They was only telling what they was around and saying every day. Why y'all ain't helping us in our community? So they took that shit, took it off the shelf, broke that group up, and come out with this fugazi and the shit. And you still promoting the same thing. So why would you remove NWA? What I'm saying? When you come
That
back with the same shit that y'all say was killing our community and took them off the shelf for doing. Nobody took them off the shelf because they were taking shots at y'all motherfucking ass.
Facts.
Look at
that's
the
true.
They was doing
NWA,
that to
dog. Them niggas was
America.
going at the government, my nigga. They wasn't going at no motherfucking telling niggas to kill this nigga, do this. They was only telling you the means to survive and telling their story what they seen in their own hood. What was going on, why the police wasn't doing this about certain things. Express yourself, explain that to you. 100 miles and running ain't talking about running from no nigga trying to gun you down. They're telling you run from the police, man, when they come.
That's
And the
true.
bit
That's true. But
and
why you had to cuss 24/7 to do that though? You and
but
then
listen though, but
but and then Nick
frustration.
Cause
something.
that's the only way they understand
Frustration.
us when we cuss,
It's
man.
all frustration.
When your mama, your grandma, your grandmother and your great grandmother was the best cussers in the world. Cause you wasn't around to see them cuss. That don't mean nothing. Close my motherfucking door. I'll whoop your motherfucking ass. You heard what Bernie
Hold on,
Mac
hold on,
said,
hold on.
huh?
No,
Motherfucker is our word.
you,
Motherfucker is our word.
But you
you can be the most God-fearing woman on earth, but a woman gonna curse just like a man gonna
And
curse.
they
Yeah, they
got
gonna
no,
curse
hold
You
on,
like
know,
a
hold on,
that's
hold on.
motherfucker.
really,
and think about they
You
wasn't
can't stop
calling.
a black brother from expressing his feelings, though.
Yeah, like, and they wasn't even calling, like, when they were talking about the female minority and all that shit. They were calling the police bitches. They would like people think bitches is just for females. No, niggas be bitches too. Like, what the fuck? That shit
Yeah.
is, yeah, it's
That's for
unsexist.
everybody who been a
Yeah,
bitch. But they
yeah.
took that shit and ran with it, fucked over NWA, and you got NBA young boy out here. You got all these stupid ass
But he
niggas out
doing
here still doing the same thing. But the difference is they talking about pulling up on niggas. They really telling how they did niggas and what they did. You know what I mean?
legalization.
NWA wasn't ratting on themselves. They were just expressing their feelings to me.
Like the Public
Facts.
Enemy wasn't even doing that shit. They was on some revolutionary type music too. You had Fight the
That's why
Power.
they took them off the
Yeah, look
shelf.
at all
But now
those
you talking
now
about
that
hip
now
hop day?
that's different. That's different.
Y'all took that off the shelf
When
and you want to talk about some hip hop day.
Nah, facts, bro.
crazy,
Real
man.
talk.
taking a life or two, that what the hell I do. You don't like what I'm living with. F you. If a kid looks up to me, life ain't nothing but bitches and money. Okay then. Okay. All right then. Yeah, explain that. I
Say
like
what?
NWA. Oh my god, I just said the lyrics. Okay, taking a
What you
life or
said?
two. That what the hell
Oh,
I do.
gangster,
You don't
gangster.
like? Yeah, exactly. When if a kid look up to me, life ain't nothing but bitches and money.
But listen, they was
So
talking
what you
about what was
talking?
going on in their hood. They
Like,
was
that's what
talking
I'm
about what
saying.
was going on in their hood. They wasn't talking about doing
So
that
what's the
shit.
difference? What's the difference?
But listen,
You
listen.
can't be in
One
the
is being
God. You can't be
promoted
in
as a.
God's house.
Let me
You
tell you.
can't
Let
be
me
in
tell. I'm gonna
God's
tell you
house
the difference.
and you want to be
I'm
in
gonna
the
answer a
devil's house.
question.
What's
I'm gonna tell you the
no.
difference. I'm
Man,
gonna tell
come
you the
on, bro.
difference. One
Come
is
on, bro.
one is being a prop, a gimmick, while the other one is actually true. You can be a gimmick as in nowadays, which it is, because everybody doing the same shit like how it was from the truth from back then when niggas was telling you what's going around. They look around, they see this shit.
It was
They
a
were
mix
using that.
of
And then the
variety.
government, then the
They
government
really
said, you
living
know,
it too.
that's when the music industry said, you know what, let's take their truth and turn it to a propaganda. And that's what they did
Facts.
now. Like, and then like they got people, not no disrespect to you, brother, but they got people like you who just not even gonna look beyond the surface and get a little more deeper, because the deeper you go, you might drown, but you need to know what's going on in that deep water.
Hold up, dude. I live in communities like this, man. Like, listen.
We
There was rappers even worse than NWA. You really think about it. They were talking about how I'm gonna smoke you, all that, this and all that.
No,
NWA
we
ain't
talking
really.
about the first people who they say brought gangster rap to the table. That was NWA. But if you listen to what they was rapping about, they was going at the police and the government, man. They was talking about what was going on
One
in their
time.
community. Well, hold up. They was talking about what was going on in their community because of gang violence, because Crips and Bloods was at an all-time high clashing with each other. So that's why he said that take a
Yeah,
life or two. That's what the hell I do,
no,
because
I
that's
do.
what
You know,
gangs
like
was
that.
doing
Yeah,
with the color. It wasn't
like
about they was doing it to their own community. That's what they was
facts.
saying. They was rapping about what they
yeah,
was saying. Something
of
the
course.
police were refusing to do something about. So we had to rap about the shit. So you want to make it seem like we the bad guy for rapping about it because y'all niggas don't want to bring it to the light because y'all sweeping the shit under the rug and
Yeah,
ain't trying to help us fix the problem. So
yeah,
now that we fixing the
What?
problem, like I said, you put us to the back burner. You kicked us, made us break up as a unit by bringing a Jew in to do it. And now all of a sudden you rapping about the same shit that these dudes are trying to wake you up about. But the difference is you talking about actually doing it to somebody from what you saying in your hood,
Man.
from what you not doing. These dudes is doing it, talking about it, and incriminating themselves compared to a nigga talking about what's going on in their hood that they see on an everyday basis that you don't see in no other hood. If you see that in every hood, every section of the world, I could give you that. But you not seeing that shit because we don't go off colors where I'm at. I wish you would say something about a red or blue down there. Nigga, run your ass from down there. No disrespect to the what they believe.
Yeah, yeah, but like, yeah,
Nigga
hold
ain't
on,
nigga ain't doing that shit.
Yo,
but
facts.
yeah,
And
but
I'm
Nigga
yeah,
ain't
finna
but
doing
hold on,
that
say,
hold on,
shit.
hold on, wait.
Hey,
facts.
what's
Well,
the difference?
well,
Stop,
hold
bro. You
on,
don't
wait,
do
but
that
to me,
shit.
I'll say like, what you saying, like that's what living, like that's his lifestyle. He was telling you how he raised from being LA. Like you gotta cover DJ Quick and Quick is his name. You know his first single. You know his first
Hey,
single, Born and Raised.
I like rap
Yeah,
music.
yeah. But hold on. But you got DJ Quick. And His Born and Raised in Compton. He's telling you.
Yo.
No. Because he's telling you about the city of Compton, about the gangs and stuff. And that's how Ice Cube and Diddy came from. That style, and show you how you live. Like if you don't like my style, then fuck you. Because I'm gonna tell you. Because I'm gonna tell it how it is.
Yeah.
They try,
No,
and
no,
they,
I
and
like
they
I
Especially
like
to the
Yeah.
point
I
it's
like
happening.
NWA. Y'all acting like I hate these dudes, but
no. I'm
I
just saying
ain't
how.
say that.
Yeah.
Words in
And
my
please,
mouth.
brother, and please, brother, start taking it like that. We just speaking. I don't want you to feel like you gotta be defensive. We just saying what you said is kind of crazy because the simple fact that back in the days is actual truth what he was talking about, and that's
no,
when you knew it when it
I
was
agree with
truth
that.
because the fact that government were trying to do all this shit not to get their music out. So they won't let people from the East Coast or from the North or even from the South to hear what they go through over there in the West. Because like I said,
Yeah.
like James said, in the South, and I'm in the deepest because I'm in South Florida. We don't do none of that shit. We don't do the game. We don't say eat the dick. We don't do none of
Yeah,
that
we
weird
definitely
shit,
don't
bro.
do
You know
that.
what I'm saying? Like we don't
It's
do none
way
of that
different
shit.
down south.
All
Cause
right,
I'm in
and
Georgia. Cause
But
niggas
no,
don't be talking about gangbanging.
and this another point I'm gonna make on that, right? You had the Grammys, right? Because we talking about award shows earlier, right?
man,
The
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I know the
Grammys
history with
didn't
that.
Yeah.
even
Yeah,
record. Hold on! Don't cut me off. You even had the Grammys not even recognize hip hop as a genre for years until the Grammys
Yep.
end up getting
Don't let
boycotted.
it just.
And
let us
then
speak.
after the Grammys got boycotted, then at that point they want to all of a sudden they want to recognize hip hop as a genre of music because it goes back to the point. The point was they did not want that message getting out. Why you think? Look, is it a conspiracy? Is it a coincidence that Tupac died and they still hadn't found out who killed him? Or
Mm.
Biggie Smalls got
Yep.
shot and killed, and after all these years we still don't know who did it?
I
That
bet you
that's
they do.
All these conspiracy
That's not a
theories.
but
coincidence, man.
yeah, that's true. But like, but listen, hey, I want to say this though. I'm gonna speak some truth. The thing with like hip hop and rap music, around the '90s, that was this golden era. It was this bronze era. It was around the '70s, somewhat '80s or whatever. It was good. You had every music genre. It was music, rap music, and hip hop music was for the streets. It wasn't for these neighborhoods like the suburbs and Beverly Hills. And no offense, but the white kids, man. But then soon, all of a sudden, in the early 2000s, you had these devil worshippers. That's what I like calling them. That's what they are. Just giving these, exploiting these rappers and trying their best to promote the violence, the killing, and all that. That's when you start seeing Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, all the very spiritual rappers start going away. And also, that's the thing with like our black people. Sometimes we have to take credit for our culture. We can't just let someone else. We can't let another group of people control our culture, our music, or whatever. Just like rock and roll. Look at rock and roll now. You see these kids screaming, devil worshiping and stuff. Like ACDC, what's it called? Highway to Hell? What the hell? Black people don't really go down with that. Chuck Berry will never support that.
I mean, rap
Or
music
Little Richard.
always been like that. It's been different genres of
It's,
rap
it's
music
been if it's
been like
different
that.
genres because
You have
when you
all
say
types of
No,
people
like
doing it.
when you said about
hold on,
like
hold on,
rock
hold on. I
when
ain't
you said
finished.
about like Rakim, Big Daddy,
I ain't finished.
the reason why that you see them fade away because the genre, the new
Hold on,
music
I ain't
and
finished. I ain't
that's
finished.
hold on
I ain't finished.
hold on
New
because
era.
that's how the new drama was the gangster rap. That's how
Who owns it?
it didn't really fit for guys like Rakim and Big Daddy Kane for like
Okay.
that.
Who
But
who who they
but
make music for? What they
hmm?
label who what label they signed to?
No, Big Daddy Kane was Sean the Cold Crush.
No,
Right?
not him, not him. No, no. No,
Who?
the other rappers today.
Nah, it was Pro Chillin'. It was Pro
The
Chillin'.
some of them are independent. If you to be honest, there's some of them are independent. Because now today it's more about being independent and
Yeah.
not going to big labels anymore.
Cause there's so much
Yeah.
open on the platform. You got
Labels
Platform.
don't
YouTube,
work
you
with
got
the
Instagram, you got TikTok, you got all
labels
these
don't work
All
with
of
their
that.
artists like they
platforms
used to.
to promote yourself. You don't need no more promoters. Back
Hold
in the
on
days,
anymore.
you need to go to a promoter to
Yeah,
put your music on the radio.
yeah. You
Nowadays, you
need to
got
go
connections
to.
to people who work
Yeah,
in the radio,
No,
so it's
you needed like
different.
a DJ, I
you
think.
had to work harder back then.
Man, you could just upload
You
your
had to
shit
get it
on
from the ground back
YouTube,
then.
Facts,
Instagram, on anything, and if you get a buzz, a nigga gonna call you. Back then, it
facts.
wasn't like that. You had to put your
Yeah,
work in. You had to move around, put posters up, put your
you had to
own
work
money into
hard.
burning tapes and
You had to get
CDs,
these feet.
and then go out there and move that shit.
Yep.
That's why when niggas used to get it back then, selling out the trunks, the Two Shorts, the Master P's, the Scarface, Ghetto Boys, them
Right.
niggas don't have to rap no more because they
E42.
made independent money.
They already made their legacy. Yeah. You right, brother.
Long
And
as
I'm
you pay
glad you
your
brought that
They
up.
taxes, you
ain't
gonna
depend
Because
on
eat.
no label. They ain't had to depend on
yeah,
no
they ain't
label.
need no label. Jay Prince didn't need no label. Jay Prince got it out the
Yeah, he
mud
had
with Rap a Lot.
fucking right.
Suave House
Don't
did
sell out,
too.
man. That's all I'm telling you. Once you sell out, they got you by the balls, nigga. You ever did you hurt your,
360.
you ever fell on a thing trying to walk on
360,
something and
nigga.
hit your balls
360.
before? I know I did. There ain't no good feeling when they got you by the balls, boy.
They
Yeah,
gonna get a cut of everything, nigga. You sign at 360.
who the rappers who the rappers that got cut by the balls?
And they gotta think about this, y'all boys. Like they came
It's a
up with
lot of it.
It's a
they
lot,
came
but
they came up with rap. They came up with hip hop. We didn't label that shit. They put a category for us already. Because back in the day, that was just music. Music was just music. It wasn't
Yep.
categorized, bro.
They
You know what I'm
ain't, they
saying?
ain't
And
know how
and
to
then when they
categorize
start
it.
It was.
categorizing it,
Black people
that's
did
when people
cauterize
That's
it.
a
started
good
to
point. How they know what was that's a good point. How they
yeah.
know what was rap and hip hop or country or pop or
That's what I'm saying.
church music? How they know what to label what music? How
Yeah.
you can tell by listening to it. So somebody had to give us that name. I don't
Fact.
know who it was.
It wasn't
Yeah.
from us. It can't be from us because the
Ooh,
simple fact that
hold up. Hey, wait, what? So you telling me in New York, people in the Bronx didn't call it hip hop?
bro, that name come out of no, bro. I don't even think that's how it was, bro. I think
Hey, I don't know.
that was the name that probably was given from somebody outside our community, and niggas just took it and ran with it. Cause we that good. We can take something and make it into something great. That's how good our community
Yeah,
is, bro.
yeah,
Go
that's
ask someone
facts.
from New York, man. I don't know about that, but I could have ssworn they was calling it
Cause
when they
think
was
about
when
this, like for me, like
the
blues. Think
Sugar Hill
about
Gang.
blues, like that's like really like you feel me, like some deep sound type of shit. Like them names like that back in the day was more subtle. Now hip hop, rock, yeah, that shit was. Cause you look at the category, like in every music genre you go into Spotify or everything like that, they have those categories. They have rock and roll. They got hip hop. They're not gonna take. They're not gonna get. You know what I'm saying? From a black person, they created that shit themselves. You know, they give us that name and we just took it and we created something great with it. Oh yeah, we're gonna call this what hip hop? Yeah. They gonna give us that name for it. All right, cool. We gonna use it. All right, cool. Shit, we gonna make it work. The fuck? Come on, bruh. And you gotta think about it. And all the niggas back in the day were going through labels. So you know labels had a lot of inputs of what you want to call something. Come on, bruh. Don't fall
That's
for it, dog.
that's what they're doing to the
Hip hop,
baby.
hip hop
But
was a term that
he
came
an
out.
industry
Hip
rapper
hop was
though.
a term that came out in '73, y'all.
Told you.
1970, 1973 was the was when hip hop was born by a brother and sister out in New York.
Somebody had to
DJ
give it
Kool
to 'em.
Herc and his sister Cindy, and they were black. Of course, they were
To-
black.
What
They
told
music
you.
was
couldn't.
they
They couldn't
playing
help
Told
but
though?
you.
black.
I told
What
you. I
music was they
told you.
playing?
I
Cause
know it had to come from somewhere.
They
think
were
about
doing
what music
they
we're
were
playing
doing
in
DJ.
'73. I don't think like if you think about hip hop nowadays, and then you use that hip hop lane at '73. I don't think hip hop was what like when they created hip hop right then and there was the hip hop that we got now. Cause that gangster shit, all that crazy shit, ain't happened till late '90s and early '90s.
No, but
What they
to me, hip hop
yeah.
not gangster.
That's what
Hip
I'm
hop
saying.
is real music.
Like
Hip
when it
hop and gangster
yeah
music is two different things. They just label hip hop from New York because New York wasn't never on no gangster shit. New York always is on some hip hop shit. Hip hop, a skip, bop, all that type shit. That movement from off their end was more party music, skating ring music, Soul
Exactly.
Train type
Yeah.
shit.
Dancing,
Yeah, I
dancing
You know
agree
what
music.
I
with that.
mean?
Facts.
So
I agree with
And
that.
then
Hello
even
Cool J.
then,
it was
Hello
more
Cool J.
dancing.
Hello Cool J, man.
Like
for
like
real, man,
rhythm.
you know what? And everybody talk about gangster rap, but think about this, y'all. When NWA came out, right when they did, and all that stuff was facts y'all said about what they were talking about a lot of rap was storytelling. All right, most not 99% of the rap that came out in the 70s was party music. It involved storytelling in the 80s
They
about what
they
was
had some
going on in
storytelling in
these
the
streets and
70s.
all that. Hey, hold on, man. What? Hey, man. Look, next motherfucker cut me off, man. I'm gonna boot your ass out of here. Now I ain't cut nobody off when he was talking. When I'm in the kitchen, I'm the one cooking. God damn it. Now, so it involved the storytelling in the 80s and all that, right? And they were talking about what was going on in their heads. If you listen to the actual lyrics of the songs that they were talking about, it was shit that was going on in their neighborhood, and what people wasn't doing about it, and the corruption but the police officers and the politicians and all that. That's why they was out here, rebelling against NWA. But you know what? You know who was at those concerts? There was white people at those concerts. Anytime NWA had a concert, you had all kinds of white people at them goddamn concerts. Am I lying or not?
No, that's right.
Nah, you
It
speaking
was till they
facts.
made that. If it was till they made that fuck the police that put a radar on their back though, because they felt like
That's
the
true.
police wasn't
That's
doing
true.
that for their community. Then they came out with that express yourself. People looking at that gangster, but if you listen to the lyrics, Ice Cube wrote that shit. That dude was in the struggle. He showed you a part of the movie. Listen, and I could believe that part because they did it to us in the neighborhood. Because we stayed in those type of environments. If we was coming home from school and the police was on the block raiding the block, had the older cats hacked up who they thought was selling drugs at that time in the 80s, we had to be a part of that. They got us over there checking book sacks, feet burning up with our socks off, checking our shoes on that hot ass concrete. And you see us coming from fucking school. Fucking man ain't lying, man.
Facts.
There are
Man,
people
fuck the
out there
police,
talking.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
This
they,
rap
they,
shit is real. Them dudes back there was putting real shit in rap. And they knocked the real shit from the truth getting out there. And they made them dudes look like the bad guy. But you
That's
got these
true.
niggas out here talking about killing, choppers in videos. Whenever you ever seen NWA with a gun in their video, besides towards when they made that fuck the police. And the police had the fucking guns, nigga.
Hey,
mm.
that's the problem now. They not putting rappers today not really putting that much of a message no more. So I think
Because everybody glorifying what they doing. When you sell out their concerts, when you sell out all
nah,
the
they
things,
selling out.
what
They
they doing?
selling
Hold on,
out.
check me
Yeah.
out. Let me finish, dog. Can you keep cutting me? Every time they sing out new music and everybody blasting it. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what I want to listen to. They're gonna keep making it because that's what making them money. You know what I'm saying? So like for us, we get we just gotta boycott that type of shit for us to be able to make the change. I don't hear great artists like a Kendrick Lamar making shit like that. He told you a story from Good Kid, Mad City, and then like when
Yeah,
he went
that's
to Pimp the Butterfly, everybody was like, "What the fuck this is?" But he was trying to bring people together, but niggas didn't want to listen to that. So at the end of the day, it's gonna be our own downfall with the fact that we get pushed down too.
Yeah, we buying into what they selling us, basically. Whatever they
Um,
sell us, we quick to buy that shit.
I mean, to me, I feel like it's not. It's to me. It's really, I feel like me, my person. I feel like it's like people doing. It's like rappers following. It's like followers. They following that same route. It's that rapping with that weird beat, right? The horrible beat. and just rap about the same shit with the same voice, the same everything. And with the mumbling, with the with the drugs, with the killing people, then they took the fall with the violence now. Because now if back you see gangster rap, they say I'll pull a cap and I'll shoot and then but now it goes like, yeah, I kill a nigga, and they'll say the name, and they'll say that dead person's name to get more feds watching. See, that's how feds now got so much see the internet, because now they see shit what you doing, what you're saying. So that's what the problem is. I feel like people don't understand how to leave the street shit alone, and just rap about something that people can relate to and understand, or just rap about something that's had nothing to do with this new generation rap about.
Hey,
Because
I always had a problem with that right there. That's why, and I'm gonna let you
yeah,
continue. You
yeah,
can't rap about nothing if you won't see it. You gonna rap about whatever you see in your hood every day. That's what made NWA. They rapped about everything went on in their hood and they
That's a
brought it to the
fact.
front light, but people said that was gangster. People looked at them as disrespecting women. But these same motherfucking rappers today doing that, and you ain't saying shit. And them niggas ain't was built like that.
Hey James.
No storytelling or
Hey,
nothing, nigga. That's how
hey,
crazy it is. Go ahead, my
hey,
bad,
can I
bro.
say something real quick?
My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, like that's the thing now. Like, but what you expect is these rappers sign these deals and they sell out. If you know what I mean, selling out. Pretty sure you guys know what I mean when they sell out. And most of these rappers, they can't really rap like that. So how you expect them to tell a story about like how hard it is for black individuals in communities and how to stop it and how to help? But they can't really they can't really rhyme like that. Or in some situations, they just don't want to talk about it because they signed a deal that they can't go back to their community and help or any of that. They can't give money to the kid in their neighborhood that's about to go to college and they can pay college debt, build a business in their community. Why you guys don't really see rappers do that much?
no,
Listen, half of
no,
them niggas, half
no.
of them niggas try to
They
make a
getting
name
millions of
for themselves,
dollars.
do so much dirt, and they gotta move. They can't must go back home. So they
But
did
they
that to get
Yep.
in the rap game to show themselves that they bought it, but you can't must go back home to help them now. So what sense does that make? Man,
y'all
listen, I'm tired of excuses at this point. Niggas going about it the wrong way to make a name for themselves and get that bag. I've been told y'all niggas selling out for that bag. I ain't fucking with them niggas, man. Them type niggas wouldn't make it in my era.
Hey,
Them type niggas would get jacked.
yeah. That's
hey,
the thing.
Daz,
They got millions.
hey, hold on. Hey, hold on, everybody. Daz ain't said nothing on stream, so I want to get his take on it. Go ahead, Daz.
No, I just came in. I wanted to correct the brother that was saying that the hip hop, like we got that name. They gave us that name. It ain't start out like that. You know what I mean? If y'all know your history with the hip hop, Kool Herc is the one that brought that hip hop flavor over there from Jamaica because they used to do that out there in Jamaica with the dance hall thing. You know, used to compete and go. You know, they used to dance and say rhymes, but it wasn't rhymes. They just used to talk over beats, and they brought that from Jamaica to over here. And the first person to really say hip hop on a record was the dude Cowboy from the Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. So we actually came up with the word hip hop and the word rap. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to correct them on that one. That wasn't given to us. That gangster rap and mumble music and drill music, all that shit, that's labeled and that was given to us. But the word hip hop, we came up with that and rap. We came up with that.
All right, brother, I feel you, and I apologize for even putting out that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the type of dude who can say I can take that on the chin and respect that.
Yeah, it's
However,
all
you
good. I mean,
know what I'm saying? But the way they from how naturally you were born compared to how it's artificially used now is totally different. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
As
true that.
Yeah, it way different. Yeah, we
yeah,
could tell what's good and what's garbage. You know, you can tell the difference from the golden era from the '80s and what's going on now with some of these niggas. You can tell by the way they was rapping on their albums and shit, and what niggas were telling stories like Slick Rick. You know, motherfuckers like the Fat Man, you know, LL Cool J, you know, certain artists like that. You can't really get artists like that, especially in
I mean,
groups that can actually do something to the table.
look at the beef between back in the day between Kubo D and LL Cool J. They was heated at it was a heated level at that time, but they never killed each other. Nowadays,
But you know, saying that
you're
they
not
kept
having
it on
that.
wax. They kept it on wax.
Exactly. They were just rapping.
Yeah, yeah. It was just competitiveness. That's all it
And,
was,
and
and
they
that's
was
what hip
friends.
hop is.
They was cool too at the end.
Yeah. Look at KRS and MC Shan.
Yeah.
KRS did the illest this song ever to Queens. I mean, he shut Queens down till Nas came out. You know what I mean? Queens was over with. Queens was dead. It was done once the bridge was over came out. That was from what, 88 until like 92, 93 when Nas came out. That's when Queens got back on the map.
Yeah,
But
it was.
there wasn't no killing, you know what I mean?
That was the best year in hip hop, 1988.
And
Oh yeah.
you know what really killed another reason why hip hop is not like
I
what it
thank you for
should
that.
be?
Sound like you from New York.
What is
Yeah,
that?
I'm from Jersey.
You
I'm from Jersey.
All right,
Yeah,
what's up?
I'm glad you came up in here and corrected some of that, bro. Cause I ain't know where it came from. To be honest with you, I just was
Yeah.
trying to clarify my era, what I came up on when from the time I started understanding it. Cause when I came out in '77, in the '80s, it was LL, Eric B. and Rakim. It was a lot of niggas from New
Yep.
York was running the rap game. Cool Mo D. I can't name all of them, but you know who they is. And they was
Right.
Yeah,
holding it
yeah,
down. The
yeah.
Yeah.
Public Enemies of the world.
D
You
was
know,
a
they had
nigga,
the
man.
special eds. All them dudes on New York was holding the hip hop stage down. It wasn't no other
Yeah.
coast that was holding us down like New York. So when
Nah, it
they
wasn't.
introduced it to the game the way they
They
did it,
started it. They
they didn't have to
originated
put
it.
violence into it. They made it listenable. Like you know one thing, you could put on Eric Van Rakim Paid in Full, just that beat to have you bumping it. But if you think
Yep.
about what he's saying, thinking of a master plan. Who always sit
Yep.
down and say, man, I'm thinking of a master plan. Nigga don't think like that. But back then, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. The minds and the lyrics was different. It hit home.
Yeah.
Once they spoke,
Yeah.
you heard the
Yeah.
shit, and you be like, hold up. Man, this nigga real with it. Where you guys want to come? I mean, nigga ain't thinking like that right now.
Yep. And,
Hey,
and,
man.
and,
Think
that's the
about
problem with today's music. We don't have no substance. There's no substance in it now. It's
Quality,
just
no quality.
yeah, it's nothing. It's just whatever. I'm doing Molly. I'm a smut this bitch out. You know, it's a bunch of garbage.
drugs and shit,
Hey, New Jersey.
purses and shit, kissing boys and stuff.
Hmm?
Say that again.
Hey James.
Yeah, we hear you.
What's up?
Hey, hold on the chat, man. I got to get to the money. So, you know what I'm
All right,
saying?
I got you.
I know you guys
Get
want
that
to
money,
keep on
big
cooking on this topic and shit. Hey, make sure they stay on subject. I don't want to be hearing all that crazy shit on my stream, yo.
Yeah, we
All
just
right.
no, we
So,
just gonna be talking about this
man.
rap shit right now. Cause I like this rap
all
battle.
right.
I like this rap
Yeah,
stuff. Cause I'm
Let's
a
all be like
I'm
that
a
up, man. I do too,
I'm
bro.
a historian in rap, bro. I love
Like,
rap. Hip hop is my culture. You
yeah,
know, that's my religion.
Hey,
To
New
me,
Jersey.
hip hop is my religion.
Hey, New Jersey.
Hey,
yeah, see, back then
yeah,
it was real music though. That's what I'm saying. It
Hey,
wasn't about
Uh,
you killing nobody, setting up
nope.
nobody, or talking about no female in a dog way. You know, back then
hip
music
hop is
was like
fun.
music
Kind of fun
from
and
the
shit.
70s to the 80s. I think that was some of the
Yeah.
best music ever. Now in the
Yeah.
90s, you had the slow jams take over.
The 70s
Rap
gonna get
music
my love.
became more
R&B,
raw and
R&B,
rugged in the
Yeah.
90s.
R&B.
Rap
Bad boy,
became more about killing and guns and
bad
drugs,
boy.
you know, but that's when the R&B shit hit hard. The Keith
Yeah.
Sweats, the Mary J. Bliges, the Luther
Yeah,
Vandross,
Bobby
Bobby
man, these
Brown.
dudes was
Brown and
holding
shit.
the
Yeah.
R&B scene down.
Betty
If it
Them
weren't for
Jackson
the
and
niggas,
all.
R&B scene in the 90s, that shit would have been crumbled.
Yeah.
Hey,
You right about that. Al B.
New
Shaw.
Jersey.
yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, LB Show, Jodeci, man, I could name Freddie Jackson, man, I could go on and on with
so
Yeah, I
R&B.
go
Say
on
niggas
and
still be
on.
listening
but
to Teddy Pendergrass.
see,
Niggas
like,
still be
Yep.
listening to Teddy in the 90s. That's how
see,
hard R&B was taking over. Because they pushed all the good rappers aside, though. Eric B's, the KRS Ones, all the New York rappers who was spitting
Yep.
that knowledge trying to wake us up. We became that bullshit. And I don't
yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
like, like,
That's
like,
what
Because
the
they,
technique is.
like for me, like I said, when I think about the rap nowadays, like I said at the beginning, like for me, like I said, for at the beginning of a Kodak Black career, before he started getting popular outside of Florida, he actually has substance music. If you go back to
Exactly.
the certain mixtapes and everything like that, he had substance music because he was coming from the situation. He was using the right tools for hip hop at that moment. But like you said, once you get into that, once you go into that big field, when they want to hear all that other shit, when you're not doing that no more, that's when that shit gonna get glorified, and that's when our community start boosting that shit up. As in, like, yo, yeah,
Hey,
like
yo,
we want to see this beef, we want to do
Uh,
all
can I
that.
say something real quick? Can I
Hello.
say something real quick?
To me, I don't feel like it. To
One
me,
at a time.
no,
One at
no,
a
no,
time.
no, to
You could
me,
go after SY.
to me, I don't really
Go
feel
ahead,
like it.
SY.
I didn't really feel like it from Quid. I don't really feel like it from that guy, from him, because I'm from Broward. He's from Broward, from the same place. But to me, I don't feel it like that. I just feel like he just came. I just feel like he was one of those. He was one of those one of those rappers that was basically one of the founders in that new generation that rap about. You know, like when he said, "Oh, I got old cash," and like and then that's what made street rap. That's what made rappers from my state, from Florida, to rap like that, or
Hey,
or the guys that from the street like that to rap with that and talk about street stuff, talking about killing niggas. It's not only around Florida, but basically around some cities or states that raps like that. So I feel like to me it wasn't the substance to me. It's just like the violence. I feel like he uplifted the violence, but kept it popular. It wasn't.
but it's
Like I
why.
said,
What
like
you
I
had to
said,
say?
his substance was good all the way up to the point where he probably got like, I
Mm.
forgot where it was. I think after his debut album, and then after that, it
Mm.
Hey, wait,
wasn't
what?
there no
Yeah,
more as a
yeah,
substance.
Hey,
yeah.
wait,
Um,
But
what?
you said, yeah,
yeah, because like I said, for me, what he was speaking about, and when he was talking about, I got time, I got no time. He was talking about shit like grounding. He was talking about like on the ground type, like on the grind, like yo, I gotta get the money type of shit. He was focusing on that compared to after that, it started being with the beefing with niggas, starting to like all that other shit. And then, that clownery shit started to happen. Not on his fault, but just the environment that people want that. People say
mm,
they don't want that shit, but at the same time, they still go view it, support it, and sell it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the same time, as a community, we gotta be able to say, hey, bro, nah, yeah. And not just for sexual things, not just because he said gay, like the baby. Like they canceling the baby for saying certain
For
other things.
nothing.
mm,
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
But
hey, can I say something real quick?
mm,
go ahead, bro. You
Yo,
Hold
got
on,
it.
wait till he finish.
oh, all right, my fault, shit.
Yeah, cause like you know what I'm saying, like they canceling him for certain things he's saying, which is wrong. Yeah, but they not canceling him for the music or what he's saying about the wrong shit. We not canceling people for the wrong shit. We canceling people for like emotional moments. Like, oh, you're not supposed to say that about a person that's not black. If it's anybody that's not black, you can't say that and we're gonna cancel you. But if you talk about how you feel about black bitches, like hate them bitches and all that, kill a nigga, yeah, we gonna let that shit ride. But if you say something about another community or anything like that, we gotta stop you, we gotta cancel you quick as fuck. So it's like they're allowing us to get slandered by our own people when it comes to our people ourselves when they talk about it in the music. But when it comes to anybody outside our community, when they speak about, oh, well, we gotta stop that shit now. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got the wrong mindset.
What you had to say? You could go now.
Yeah, but like I
Kid
was saying,
Trunk, you
like,
could
yeah,
go.
yeah. All right, cool. Thanks, man. So listen, a big reason why, like now, is different between now and like rap music back then, like a '90s, when you could say a little tiny bit of the early 2000s, because these rappers are industry rappers, bro. When you an industry rapper, bro, you have to play in their rules, like like the baby. That's why they trying to cancel him, because he was an industry ass dude. He can't say the F word or anything like that, man. Back then, rappers was real about it. But they promoting what they promoting now. Cardi B, her trash ass, she won a Grammy. That just tells you how much of a joke they see our music. You know what I mean? How despicable they see our music, and they don't prefer quality over. They don't like quality of our music, the stories we tell, the lyricism, and that's the problem now. There's a big reason why these rappers can't tell stories no more because they're not lyricists. I'm not saying you have to be the best lyricist, but they're not even that good to be a lyricist. You hear these
mm.
rappers trying to freestyle? They trash, man.
They can't do it.
Go.
They can't, yeah,
They
exactly.
can't do it. It's written. It's not like some rules are written, and that what he said about what he, back to the comment he said about substance. Me like I don't feel like I don't feel like he didn't have the substance to me. I just feel like he just talked the street shit, but he's sneaky with it. But that's what I like about Kodak. He's slick with it. He's slick with it.
No, Kodak had it. Kodak
Hold
had
on. Let me speak. Because to me, I don't feel like because no, to me, hold on. Honestly, to me, I don't feel like because some rappers around from our era, just like him, rap the same shit as he did. But the problem, but the difference of it, he made it popularized with it. Like he was slick with it, made it popularized with that stuff he just said. And the beef with him stuff, he been saying that before he got into the mic. He been dissing rappers low key about it. That rappers rapping around out locally around here. So
it's young.
So hold on, that damn. So
you cut me off. All right, whatever.
I didn't cut you off. You cut me off. So my thing is but like you said, there is no freestyle. It's always written. You hear freestyle. You hear something rhymes today. They don't come off top of the head. They just come something they write off a song, and people will know that quick. Like, oh, people got that from the song. So that's why I feel like no freestyles, no delivery with it, and people today in this generation, I'll say they don't have that. How I put this? They don't have that that fucking mindset. Their mindset just like other rap. Like when you see Rakim, when he said something on the mic, he said if I see a kid who look at a broken building, he said I'll rap about how the building was before it became damaged. Like that. Now you have today's rappers, they even rap about that. You hear them about bitches, fucking fuck killing niggas and all that. They ain't really have the mindset of that of the lyricists. It's just less lyricists today's rappers. You barely hear lyricists today's rappers.
That's a fact.
You barely hear lyricists. Now you just see these new generation, they following the train, I say. Following the train of, oh, he did that? Okay, I can do that. I can rap about that instead of just being the only lane.
I'm 43, right? When I was coming up in rap, in hip hop, whatever you want to call it, you could not sound like the next man. It's no way. Nowadays, everybody's using the auto tune. Everybody's using auto tunes, and everybody sounds the same. I cannot tell the difference between a Roddy bitch and whoever else is the hottest dude. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell the difference because they both sound the same. They're both using the auto tune. I mean, EPMD used to say that back in the day. You can't be biting around. That was the biggest thing back in the day. Like you had to have lyricism to get on a mic. You could not just come up there and spit anything. You couldn't do it. Because you'll get booed off the stage. Nobody liked Hammer. Remember Hammer? Nobody liked Hammer. Nobody liked MC Hammer because they always said his skills was light on the mic. Because he didn't have that lyrical talent that he had. You know what I'm saying?
Beastie Boys. Vanilla Ice.
Huh?
Beastie Boys.
Vanilla Ice. Young MC. Tone Low. They didn't get their respect. They didn't get their respect because they wasn't lyricists.
Artists back then.
See, I'd be honest with myself.
About this too.
And he promote that too.
Go ahead, bro. My bad. Go ahead.
I just want to say something.
Y'all think Plies underrated?
Music.
Oh, nah.
What you say?
Y'all think Plies underrated?
No.
Who?
Who Plies?
Plies.
Yeah, he from like I fuck with Plies. I fuck with Plies.
Only reason why I'm saying that because his first album, I think that's one of the rawest albums ever to be made because he told stories. He told how the struggle is in the hood. It wasn't about showing what you got. You know what I mean? It wasn't really about flashing money. Now look at him now. He's showing his money. He got money by his ear.
Yeah.
I got drip for sale. His lyrics changed compared to when he first come in the game. He used
that's
to
like
tell stories. What I'm saying when he
I
first
just
come in
want
the game. Now that
like
nigga talking about what he got, what he doing. You know what I mean?
Who
How
that?
much money
Who
they
that? Who you
like.
talking about?
Shit.
Plies. To
I'm talking
me,
about Plies.
to
Oh,
me,
Clyde?
I
Oh.
feel like that was to me. I feel like that was basically a good move to him because the general how like I said the general move how the general change. If applies, he like okay, I could fit that role, and that's why you see him rapping
But
like that.
hold up.
Yeah,
He come in the game not doing that though. That Real Testament wasn't what he doing now.
yeah, yeah. It's about the genre at that time because like that was around like 2007. So you come in the game, the
you
older
gotta
game,
pay
you
attention.
came in the game, and then you move into a new genre, which is all different. And to me, he fit in that role, and he fit in perfectly. He fit in perfectly. So that's
my
what
thing.
I
that's
ain't
what I
saying he
think.
don't fit in. I'm just saying
Yeah,
he could have stayed on that same trajectory, telling his stories from his section. Cause the way that Real Testament was, bruh, I don't think that could ever be duplicated.
he could.
Like for example,
But
I'll
that's
give
what
you
that don't sell no more, James. That's the problem. That storytelling and all that don't sell.
Yeah,
You
that's why
know
I
what I
said
mean? So you gotta
he had to
adjust
move
the
to another
time.
genre. He had to move to
Yeah.
different
not
genres. So
not
that's why he
truthfully.
fits.
I like that. I
I
like the
like it. Yeah, he
storytelling.
pretty.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
tell you
like to hear that
truthfully.
storytelling.
Hey, check
I,
me out.
I like I like a rapper
I
that's
know I
gonna
do.
I can picture everything he's saying. You know what I'm saying? When he's
Yeah,
rhyming,
you
I
know,
can
yeah, I
picture
feel that.
everything he's saying.
We still got that though. We still
I
got
feel
like,
that.
but the thing is, they take gaps. Like as an example, like a Kendrick Lamar, he'll give you that, but he got to give you gaps because the overrush of substance of everybody just putting out music is gonna flush through your ears because that's what people do now. They just hear music, they don't listen no more.
Yeah.
So for
Yeah.
example,
Fast
like
food
for
rappers.
example, like I
I
used to
want to
listen to
say
Future.
something too. I
You know
just
what I'm
want to say
saying?
something for me.
Like I used to
Everybody done.
listen to Future at one point,
All right,
but
you could
it,
go
it
after
got to
he
the point.
finished. Let Wait what finish.
Like I said, I used to listen to Future at one point, and then I had to realize, like, you feel me? I can't contradict the things I'm saying at the same time listen to the shit that he kind of promoting now. Like his music just threw off of me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it don't have that substance for me. It didn't ever. It got to the. I'm just like mumbling. I'm just giving you words. I'm not really saying shit. I'm promoting drugs. I'm like, bruh, like that wasn't you when you first came in. As in when Future first came in, he came in with a hustle mindset. You know what I'm saying? And then all that shit changed. So for me not to contradict myself, I had to step away for that type of music. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like I had to go back to like the early '90s, or I had to go to a Pandora when I had to type in Keith Sweat for his music list up, or I gotta get like you know what I'm saying, like the Lenny Williams mix type of shit, because that music nowadays they not saying nothing no more. It's like what Joker said in the Dark Knight. You're either gonna die a hero or you live long enough to become a villain. Or you know what I'm saying? And all the people who I fought with became a villain in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't vibe with it. So, you know what I'm saying?
But that's what we promote now.
Do
We
y'all
promote.
think? Go ahead. Say what you gotta say, Kid Trump. I know you want to say something.
Yeah, but that's what we promote now. Degrading females, how much money you got, how many
But
times you've been in the crimes and stuff. That what the people listen to now. That what we promote. That what they're pushing, and
the females doing it too though, bro. The females
yeah,
doing it too.
exactly.
Like that shit
That's
horrible.
all they
Like
can do. That's all
I
they
heard a
basically
Cardi
do,
B
man.
song. I heard a Cardi B came on my playlist. I'm like, popped up. I'm like, what the fuck? I ain't trying to. Like, it's no like pullback no more, bro. It's like everybody want to get this lustful,
But
rhymes and and
no,
and,
that's just
and
the
doleful.
females.
You
That's
know what
just
I'm saying?
females. That's what they do. It's not even good either. It's just straight trash. It's just booty dancing music. That's what it basically is now. These
And
rappers
it's not
today
gonna
are
last.
booty dancing rappers. That's all
That
they
shit
are.
last. Yeah,
That's all they
that
are.
shit lasted.
That's all they
I remember
are.
that shit.
It's
I
not,
remember that
Hey,
shit. Yeah,
The
that shit
male
lasted.
the male
A little
rappers
thing.
too. The male rappers
remember
too.
remember
Booty
A
dancing
Ball
ass
and
rappers.
MJG armed robbery?
Ooh,
yep.
hey, what you know about that, James?
Listen to
Y'all
how
know
they
about
told the
A
story.
Ball. I definitely know about A Ball.
Yeah, see that's what I'm saying. Even though it sound like they promoting violence, they telling a story though. They not saying
Yep.
do the shit. That armed
Yep.
robbery, dog. I think that was one of the best
Yeah.
told rap stories ever. That and that Slick Rick. Slick Rick still number one
Oh
to me.
yeah,
But
Slick
the way
Rick.
they did
Yeah,
their
yeah,
armed
yeah.
robbery,
The greatest
dog.
mention is Slick Rick.
If you would thought them niggas what, if you ain't know them niggas like that, you'd have said, man, that shit happened for real. That nigga took
Yeah.
a dog. Listen to that
I just
armed
want to
robbery.
say something, James.
Boy, that's a story for your ass. Just
Slick
picture
Rick,
what
bro.
they
Oh
saying,
my
and
goodness.
they got that shit broke down from the front to the back, how it started from the middle to jumping off the boat,
Yep.
swimming like a
Here's
fish,
a little story about me.
greedy land in a mist, where it goes like this. Put the money in the spot, took the clothes that I got, tied them up in the bag, same place I put the mask change. Man, this nigga talking like he did that shit before, dog.
Hey,
Oh my
hey,
God.
I got
That's
that
the type of rap
album in
I
my
want here,
collection.
dog.
That's what
I
I
ain't
like.
gonna lie.
That's what I like right there. That's what I like.
I
When
want to
you
get
can
back to
picture
that
what
rap
he's
right
saying.
there, dog.
No,
Yeah, I want to get back to that
Let
rap
me say
right
something
there,
for a minute.
dog. I swear to
Bro.
God.
no,
That shit was hard.
no. And
I
don't
just want
skip
to say something
UG
for a
Kane
minute.
with the pocket full of stones. That was a hard track back in the day, you know?
Oh, yeah, another
Pocket full of
story.
stones.
Man, listen, that
Yeah,
shit.
Ryan Daddy album.
We missed them days,
I
That
just
bro.
want
Mr.
to
Missed
Big,
them.
he told a story. Remember, 8 Ball did it by himself. Told that story on Mr. Big. Man,
Yeah.
listen, them dudes told
Yep,
stories,
so
man. Them
did.
niggas had you listen like, goddamn, maybe I could pull
I'm
this shit
telling you,
off the
dog.
way they sound.
Yep.
Them niggas have you thinking all kind of shit like, did they really do this? But it's just like you watch a movie. You ain't
Yeah,
watching no movie when you
Yep.
listen to rap today. You don't know what the fuck
Not
you
now,
watching.
no, no,
This
no,
some
no,
love
no,
and
not
hip hop
now.
shit, I
Not
tell
now.
you that.
yeah.
Not
This
now.
some
You
love
ain't
and hip
listening
hop
now.
shit we
Let
watching,
me let
I
me
tell
say
you
something
that.
about that.
I want to see a movie.
Let
I
me
don't want to
say
see no
something about
love
that
and
with
hip
me.
hop. Show me a movie.
Yep.
I
What
See,
mean,
y'all
like,
got?
like
Let me
they rap like
say
you
something
was
about that
there, like
with
you was a part of it. You know what I mean? That shit I like. You could be like, damn, seem like I was there, you know, with the whole thing. When Biggie would give me the loot, I feel like I was the dude that was robbing with him. You know what I'm saying? Because I can picture everything he was talking about. And that's hip hop. That's how he's supposed to
yeah, you can
paint the
visually
picture.
supposed to tell stories and stuff.
See
And I
that
want to
Big
say
and
something
10
too. With
Crack
me being a
Commandments?
collector of music,
Yep, there you go. Ten Crack Commandments. Some people live by those.
Go ahead,
That was in the game. You know what I'm saying? Some people live by them rules. And
man.
you, to be honest, if you was in that type of life, those rules do apply. You know what I mean?
Hell
Don't
yeah.
get
He
out of your
telling
own
you a
supply.
story.
Yeah, that was just a whole story. That was
He
real.
telling you the
That was some
real.
real spit. Yeah, that was some real spit right there.
Y'all
You
could go
know?
ahead.
I just
What
want
you
to
was
say
about to
something
say?
too.
Who
With
that
me
is?
being a
Wait, what try
collector,
to say something? Go ahead.
Eric, I just want to say with me being a collector of music and from different genres and stuff, I can appreciate like the physical media and like vinyl records coming back because a couple of years you weren't really hearing niggas talk about vinyl records and CDs and cassette tapes and stuff. You show one of these kids a CD or cassette tape, man, they're gonna be like, "What the hell is that?" And
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
were.
that old
What
and
you
shit,
gonna do
so
with
I'm
this?
27 years old. You know,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
They'll be
So
like,
what
what
you
you gonna,
gonna
what
do
you,
with that? I'm
yeah,
put
what
it
you
in
gonna do with this?
I'm put it in that CD player. And I collect music, and I collect all type of genres of music, and especially with the hip hop albums and stuff. And I just appreciate these older OGs out there telling us about the physical media, the vinyl records and the CDs, the cassette tapes and stuff. Because we need to keep those formats alive, for the next generation. Because these niggas ain't gonna really be around. You don't know what's gonna happen to this new download and shit. We don't even know if the internet gonna be the same in the next couple of years. So with me being a collector and collecting music, and
right.
especially old red hip hop albums, like No Limit, Cash Money. I got like the first two 8 Ball and NJG albums. And, I got a repertoire of No Limit albums in my collection. T.I. albums. I got like a shitload of stuff. Like if you go in my room, you would think it's a museum for like hip hop CDs and stuff, man. I
Hey,
got
yo,
I got the Beat Street
Yeah,
soundtrack. I got a lot of
yep.
shit. And when it comes to like older kids collecting music and these young people not understanding it, I just really would like to show like kids that it's okay to collect physical media, and just pass it down to your kids, for value and for entertainment and stuff. And I think like when you listen to like physical media, you get more of a good listen out of it instead of just listening to download shit. Because nowadays these entertainers are basically fast food rappers. You basically can't pay on no attention. The one day they hot, then the next day they cold. Then it's on to the next person. You know.
Oh yeah, that's the era we living in. That's what I was saying earlier. Like all this Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, all them. Like 20 years from now, they're not going to be able to hold a stage presence or hold down a concert. They couldn't do a verses or nothing like that.
They would have got booed.
That music gonna be trash.
They would have got
The
booed.
music is gonna be trash. It's gonna be like, hey, that was hot back in the day, but we off that now. You know what I mean? Because they have no lyrics in it. It's just a bunch of nonsense. And it was nothing
Bunch of
like back in
boo-hoo.
the day.
See?
It was nothing like back in the day waiting for somebody's album to come out. You standing out in front of the record store waiting for them to
Facts.
open up and you go cop that album. And that was like exciting. You don't get that now. Dudes drop albums. You don't even know until you go on Tidal or Spotify. You're like, oh shoot, I didn't know he dropped the album. Oh wow, he dropped this. You don't even know. There's no promotion. There's nothing now. You know what I mean? Back in the day, you knew when a Nas album was coming out. You knew the date, you knew the time, you knew everything. You knew when a Jay-Z album, a Biggie album, you knew when that was coming out. And you used to stand outside in front of the record store. At least I did. I'm old head. But I used to stand outside in front of the record store and wait. I remember I waited about an hour and a half before the record store opened to get that Nas It Was Written album. Because that was like the hottest thing. I couldn't wait to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't have that now.
Uh,
It be like
Everything's
they
digital.
too, cause niggas be standing outside like crackheads to get the record store they exclusives and shit. Cause you know with the
Yeah.
and shit, you get more value out of it. Cause you can't really
Yeah.
listen to that shit like if your phone messes or the internet. I'd rather have the physical media and shit. So I know that one day, if this whole internet shit just go away, I still can listen to my classic No Limit albums and shit. I can listen to Max
Right.
Shell Shot. I can listen to Mid X, Lady Light. I can take it back to the 80s and listen to like true female rappers like Queen Latifah, MC Light, MC Antoinette. I can listen to artists like that from like different eras and shit. You know, I can't just take it for granted because, you know, everybody want to talk about these artists and shit when they be alive, but then these niggas want to get teary-eyed when these motherfuckers be dead and shit. Like, you should have been talking to these kids and to these other motherfuckers out here who was doing wrong and to try to teach you something. But when these niggas die and shit, they want to get all teary-eyed and shit. Oh, my nigga died, man. We got to ride for that nigga. You should have been riding for him and trying to help him while he was here. Don't get teary-eyed now, nigga. Dead. And that's the problem I
True.
have with some of these, you know, younger kids not paying attention to the legends and shit that paved the way for their motherfucking ass. They want to get on here and talk shit about Tupac and Biggie and talk about Nipsey Hussle and, you know, various other artists like that, man. Y'all niggas really need to do y'all history before y'all talk shit about people, you know?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up the females though, because I'm gonna tell you one thing. Another storyteller. See MC Light, man, that motherfucker was
Yeah.
bad right there, boy. Oh
Yeah, she
Lord,
was.
I couldn't wait to I couldn't wait till she dropped. And see, and what really made it sweet back then, you had the East Coast came together and they had a little rap group, and then you had the West Coast came together and made Self Destruction. They came
Yep.
together and made songs like a whole East Coast, a whole West Coast, buku rappers got verses that they were on the box. I couldn't wait till the East Coast come on with their version of the West, because every time they play the East Coast, they coming back with the West Coast. If they start with the West Coast, you know the East Coast is coming right behind it. They never did it separate. They always wanted to run it back to back. Whoever went first, they came with the next one. So I used to like that because they were showing us together. They took all that shit off the thing because niggas went to waking up. Niggas went to coming together. You see what I'm saying? So
Yep.
now hold up. Now we got to get back to that divide and conquer shit. Let's take that shit out and put this in here. You see what I'm saying? So music can be a good thing if you let it deteriorate you. I listen to music for the beats, me more than anything. Because without the beat, ain't no music. The beat is
Yeah.
the what has
Yeah.
you really, you know what I mean? Got you out your seat. And then when the lyrics get laced on there, you go like, damn, this nigga do know what he's doing. Some niggas that the music will be trash, but the beat still got you bumping. You ain't even dancing to the music. How many
That's
people
true.
ever
Yeah.
That's
seen
true.
music
That's
like
true.
that? The beat be all fire, but the nigga sound shit or the broad ain't hitting on nothing. I
Yeah,
be like,
you
how
ain't hear
she
the half the
waste up
lyrics garbage.
all that shit
The
on this
producers
fucking
need
beat?
credit.
You could have gave me that beat. Fuck.
That's the
Yeah,
majority of future music.
the
That's
producers
that,
need
that's the
Yeah,
credit.
majority of future music.
These niggas
Whenever you
the
ain't
hear a
making
beat
beats
future
like
sound.
track,
that.
Yes.
that's the
You
majority of
right.
shit. He got the dope ass beats, but you don't know what the hell he's saying. That's future. He got
Know
dope
what I
beats
don't
though.
like
I ain't gonna
about him?
lie.
Know what I don't like about him? He out here promoting doing drugs and that nigga don't do nothing.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who?
Future.
Future.
Oh, Future. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mike Epps
Yeah, he
exposed that
trash for
shit.
that.
And
I felt like
that
coming
that
after that
dog.
fucking Wizard album. I ain't like that album. His best
But
album is
that
Dirty Sprite too, though. I ain't like
I
that
was
fucking
I
Wizard
was New
album he put
Jersey.
out there.
I was NJ on there. I was New Jersey. Future. The only reason why I listen to him because that nigga be having the coldest beats.
hell yeah, he
That
just that
that
Molly Percocet beat. Oh my
yeah
god,
that Molly
that shit go
Percocet,
hard.
that stick
I do
talk,
like
that
that
used
Pseudo
to.
album for 2011.
Him and that Drake beat go hard too. That used
Yeah,
to.
that
All
him
that
and that,
shit.
yep.
Oh man, that nigga got some fire
His
ass beats.
mixtape just got being real good too, though. Yeah,
And if you got some sound in
He be
your
doing it
car,
on
if you
some of his
play
songs.
Future, they
His
gonna hear
metal
your ass
work is
about two
good though.
blocks away.
Yeah,
Where your ass was
I do
at when
not
them
want
niggas tried to feed me. I
I
don't
do
know what the
not
fuck he be saying on that song. Where your ass
Yeah.
was at? That nigga just be mumbling.
no,
Hey,
but that's
Dirty
what I
Sprite 2
said.
album. They let the beats
I'm
be
not
going in
rocking
though.
with it. I'm not rocking with that producers, them producers today. I'm not fucking with. That's what I said. I remember it was on Instagram. They said no, which producers working work with, and I seen the new today producers like Metro Boomin, like Mike Will made it, like them guys. And I feel like I said neither, nigga. I wouldn't work with neither of them niggas. We
Wait,
ain't fuck.
why?
Why?
Why? They beats be hard. They be put you on. They like they'll never be Dr. Dre. That's one. They'll
Hold
never be
on,
Dr.
hold
Dre.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me speak. Let me speak. That's me. Reason why I said reason why I'm gonna say why because to me I don't fit. To me, if I say if I'm a rapper, I'm not. That's not gonna fit my style. That style they do, that's not gonna fit mine because I don't fit in that generation. Just like you say, just like you in school, right? You in lunch, right? You see the jocks, you see the nerd, you see the nerds, you see them type of groups, right? And you're the only one. You trying to find out where you fit in. That's why I look at that shit. It's like that shit didn't really fit me because I don't fit in their style. I don't fit in their beats. To me, to me, and not only that, because now you got people now. Today's rappers and today, I wouldn't call them rappers the way they rap like that right now. You know, like I said, like you look at Lil Baby, people say, oh, he's a good artist, which he is, but you gotta learn, what people gotta learn, like the way he raps, he mumbles. It's like he mumbles and then he'll say some a little, then he mumbles, then say some little. Like kind of
Who
make
that, the baby?
Little
Little
baby. Yeah,
baby,
yeah,
little
he
little
like it kind of
baby,
makes sense.
little
He says,
baby.
like, how do I know nothing on the phone? That'll be the more money. You better let them know my t-shirt. I'll put your show money. Yeah, but out for home. That'd be like that. It's like that shit. Like you couldn't even like you couldn't even hear what he's saying. That's what I feel like that was the problem with today's rap. It's the mumbling. Like when you mumble stuff and then
So
like
the baby be mumbling to you?
yeah, he mumbles. Like he mumbles with it. Then he'll
Hold
and
on, hold
then
on, hold on, hold on. He said dumb baby, not little baby.
no, I
It's
Little
said
two
baby,
little
different ones.
baby,
little.
little
Yeah,
baby.
little baby. He said dumb baby. He can flow. I like little baby. He
Little
can flow.
baby can flow. That's what I said. Little baby, he mumbles with it, and then he'll say something, and then you hear, and then once he starts speaking a little, you hear him. That's why I feel like
And that's
that's
another
why I
thing.
feel like they follow that trend,
Hey,
which was
Eshio,
that mumble thing.
let
Like
me
I
go
said, it's
after
like
you.
yeah, like it's like a train. It's like they all gonna follow that train, and that's what the problem with this today is the flow. It's the flow, the lyrically, the wordplay, the metaphors. They don't have some of the rappers don't even have that anymore. Because now it's
They don't
just
know how to do it.
they don't know how to do it. Just that they just come in, you put them in the big ass, you give them a fucking microphone, they're like maybe rap some mumbling about what they want to, they're gonna rock with it, but they don't understand that. Because when you have a mic, you supposed to say the first shit and make it go crazy. You know, and,
Yeah.
and especially also I changed was how the diss records perform. Because when the
They
diss
can't
records
even do that.
they can't even bring lyrical to it. Like I'm a burnt you off something like crazy like Howard, like that. Like they don't say I cut you off, like I cut you off, make you slice up like somebody did to you. They don't talk about that. They're like nigga, I quit, and they'll be like nigga, I fuck you in your mouth. They going too far with it. They going way too far.
Yeah,
You dissing your dead brother. Like, fuck your dead brother. I'm going to your dead brother funeral. It's like,
yeah. That whole killing your brother and I'm piss on his grave. That's going. Come on, bro. That's going too far.
Hey, yo, but that's the thing. Like, Lil Baby, if you go to YouTube and listen to his freestyle, he can kind of rap though. I ain't gonna lie. Him, Polo G, and sadly he passed away. King Von. Those are the three best. Those are three best in the rap game, in my opinion, because they had a flow. And they could spit a little bit. You go listen to one of these songs, you can kind of hear it a little bit, you know. But the Grammys or no one will give them their respect like that, man. That's the problem. You got these other people trying to control it, you know. But I got one question for Nola Boy and my man right here. I forgot his name, from New Jersey. Um,
Yo, yeah.
yeah. Like now, like how you feel about with Nas releasing his new album with EPMD and also with Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole? You feel like those guys are a dying breed in the industry, trying to push them away because they're very lyrical and they're also great rappers themselves. And how you feel about Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole? Because
That's dope.
when they came out, man, bro, every kid I knew, because I'm pretty young, they like Kendrick Lamar and what's the other kid's name? J. Cole. They like their music.
J. Cole, yeah.
Yeah,
Those are the only two lyricists that's out there from the new generation that that understand the method of hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Those two I like. I could get with that because at least they talking about something. You know what I'm saying? They got a message in their song. You know what I mean? So I can get with that. You know what I mean?
hmm
But that Roddy Rich and all that, all that walk with no shoes in my house and something cash app. Like, bro, get out of here with that crap, man. Come on to hear that, man. You know what I'm saying? But them dudes is like, come on, bro. Get it together, bro. Get it together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But yeah, J. Cole and God, they can hold it down. They can hold it down. But people not buying their music though. That's why they not as popular as they should be. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
yeah, that's true. But now like today, these rappers now like they bring fruity patooties now, man. For real, they wearing dresses. They
Oh
wear dresses.
yeah.
They wear purses.
Uh,
They're wearing the
you know,
colors.
you know, you know what that's all about. I mean, I don't want to get into that topic because
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
be
but
like it.
listen.
Get his
Yeah,
that
yeah,
chin
what
up,
listen
cat
though.
though.
that what
We gonna keep
UGK
it
was
on the
saying that.
rap.
Yeah, keep
Nah,
it on
nah,
the
but
rap
we
right there
go
because we
we
go
gonna
into
keep it on
that,
the rap.
we get canceled.
Only thing I'm gonna tell you about that, which the question that you just asked, like you said, the only thing I can see from my angle, the wave has changed, and if you could make money rapping about bullshit, why waste your real talent when you could make money rapping about bullshit? So that's why, like your boy said, it's so much shit coming out at one time, and it's majority of the same shit. So that's gonna over judge Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole when they drop. Cause
Yep.
they the only two really talking about that type shit anyway, without having to talk about killing and what they got, they cars, how many women they sleeping with. Them dudes have a way bigger vocabulary. You can tell. And Kendrick Lamar from that type of shit. But that goes to show you he don't have to talk about that. Kendrick Lamar from one of the
Yeah.
hardest parts in California. But you don't see
Compton.
him talking about pulling up, wetting a nigga shirt, hanging out no sunroof, sending his goons to get this goblins. That dude, listen, your vocabulary had to be big. I understand that. You really I like that though, because they storytellers. Kendrick Lamar with that smoke,
Yeah.
drink, that shit there, bitch don't kill my vibe. All everything that dude touch is a classic to me.
Mad City,
Yeah, that killed my
Everything J.
vibe is a
Cole, he
classic.
does J.
Pimp a
Cole,
Butterfly.
yeah. J. Cole done said so many niggas fucking on it when he featured on this shit. When this shit was crumbling, I can't think of all the names, but just to mention, name a couple of features J. Cole was on that wasn't his shit. I'm talking about. And that nigga 21 Savage on that a lot. Nigga, kill 21 Savage on this shit. I don't know what the fuck 21 Savage was talking about, but when you listen to J. Cole, shit, you could tell he's a lyricist. You breaking up, big dog.
beat right there with that 21 Savage, that a lot beat, that is a
Yeah.
storytelling beat right there, where somebody could just stick their whole spiel on that beat, and he just I don't know what he was talking about in that damn rhyme. That shit was trash. Like his lyrics is trash, but that beat is fire.
That's why I said if it weren't for J. Cole on that remix, I don't think that bitch would have did that good. J. Cole verse say the fuck out that song to me. And I'm
Yep.
just being real. And I ain't lying about it, dog. I'm telling you the honest truth of being a real hip hop fan, not a no fanboy of this shit. That J. Cole fucking verse on that a lot. If you listen to that bitch, man, I'm telling you, man, you'd think you could do some of that shit.
For real.
I have you trying. Be like, man, that
For real.
nigga ain't lying, dog. I done tried that shit before anyway. Some shit like that. So I like niggas who come like on that angle. Cause then if they really want to come on that bullshit ass angle, it's easy to come with bullshit. You know what I mean?
It's easy to do that. I could easily talk about killing 20 people, fucking like 30 bitches and all this other shit. I could easily do that if I was a rapper. That ain't
Yeah,
nothing.
that don't take no heart and no time in the writing.
Yeah.
And half of them niggas don't must be rhyming anyway when they be saying that shit. That's why when y'all was bringing up the freestyle aspect of it, why you think people be saying the same shit to start the next verse off?
Yep.
They don't never keep it going. They don't never like come in with a new line. They gonna the same way they start that first verse, that first word I'm talking about, or the first two words. That's how they gonna bring their second verse in because they gotta keep repeating themselves like a fucking broken record. That's another reason
Yeah.
why I tell niggas out the gate, I'm not a freestyle artist. I'm gonna sit down and write my shit. I ain't gonna sit out here and pretend like I can do that shit like that. Because at some point in time, you're gonna have to put your mind to it. You know what I mean? At
I
some
wish
point in
you to get
time,
back to that.
to get your best, you're gonna have to put some ink to that fucking pad. I don't know who let them psych them up talking about I don't need no pen and pad. Everybody can't do that. That's just like saying
Nope.
Steph Curry changed the game so everybody a 3-point shooter. Get the fuck out of here. I stick to like you said. If you got a style, be yourself. For first of all, your style gonna break through if you stay true to your own craft. The minute you
Yep.
hear somebody that broke through, now you trying to switch to their craft. That shit might not work for you. You might can't deliver his style the way he can, cause that's his style.
That's his style. Yeah. But that's the era we live in now. Whatever one person do, that's a hit. That's what they're gonna do for the next guy. And that cycle just keep continuing and continuing, and that's why the rap game to me died in like 2010. After 2010, it was a rap for hip hop for me. The lyricism gone. It's a rap. That's it. They just talk about a bunch of nothing. You know, which is trash.
I don't
You know
really
what
hear
I
no
mean?
lyricists. I just hear beef on wax. That's all the nigga talking about is beef. What a nigga did him or what they gonna do them. That's not lyrics.
Yeah,
To me, that's ratting on yourself. And you wonder why nigga always in jail.
Well,
Nigga crazy, dog.
that goes to the Instagram people that they beef online and make videos talking about they're gonna shoot each other up and think that's cool and shit, and then they wonder why they in jail. Like, nigga, you just think you gonna kill this man, you wind up dead. Nigga, who else they gonna come for? You know what I mean? But that's the era we live in. That's what
You know
they
what
do.
else
That's what
make
these
me
people
mad?
do.
You got to think about this too. You on paper. You ain't supposed to be around that, let alone a convicted felon. But you always in videos with guns. It's like you ratting on
Yeah,
yourself. These rappers is so fucking dumb today. I would never want to be a rapper. I wouldn't want to do a feature with none of them niggas. You'll never have me in Angola doing no life fucking with your ass. I gotta take the
crazy.
charge because they protecting you for selling your soul. Nigga, I ain't selling mine, so I'm gonna have to go down. I ain't gonna get out like you getting out. That's why I tell y'all niggas, man, watch the company you keep. Cause every nigga ain't your friend. Them niggas don't mean you no good. You just see that bag that they get. So you think that's your boy. Them niggas that have your ass up the road, boy. Why they outside still enjoying that bag? Ain't
Yep,
sending your ass nothing.
yep.
You ain't there gotta fight for food and fight a nigga off your ass. This shit crazy.
Crazy. Look at 6ix9ine. How people have hyped him up saw all that gangster shit. And then, meanwhile they was, banging his baby moms out, doing him dirty, stealing his money. And then they was
Yeah,
about to kill this dude. You know what I'm saying? And I
that's
mean,
it.
listen, he snitched, yes, but I think he had valid reasons to snitch. You know what I'm saying? Because
I
he wasn't
listen.
built for that life. He wasn't built for that life. You know what I mean? He wasn't. He was a regular schmegular kid that was just around a bunch of hood dudes, and they accepted him because he was the mouthpiece for that whole group. And then shit went left, and now they never had no love for that dude. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew he was
Look,
pretty much a sucker. He wasn't for the
look,
street. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't for the street. He wasn't, wasn't about that life. He wasn't. He just hung
it was
around
just
dudes
about
that
the
was.
money.
Yeah,
They
he
used
was
it
their
for the
meal
money.
ticket. Yeah, he was their meal ticket. You know?
I just hate that too. All these rappers talk that gangster shit. Then when the shit really happened, you hang around some of these niggas that built like that, got you doing it. Now you trying to play civilian. See, that's why I
Yeah,
tell y'all, man. The beer, bro. This shit is hard to play, bro. It's some cold nights out here. So if you think you can get in some of these games and be a part of some of these things that these people doing out here, when I don't have to, break a few laws that you believe in and break a few codes that you stand on, I ain't doing it, man. Cause guess what? I can't play Russian roulette with my life. I was trying to do that shit, dog. I was in the studio every day dropping 5 songs a day, nigga. Never came out with a mixtape, never did nothing. I swear to God, from 2007 to like 2013 doing this shit. When one of our partners got killed who had the record company, that was the straw that broke the camel back. You feel what I'm
right.
saying? So I was just like, fuck it, I ain't gonna fuck with it. I moved back to Houston and I ain't never looked back. Like I could
He
still
nothing
go
wrong with
fuck with
that.
niggas right now. I could go try to get on with Jay Prince, anybody, just go do something. But I don't want to fuck with that, man, because I see there's a lot of fugaziness going on. It ain't no more lyricism. So I can't go out spitting the shit that I want to spit because now it ain't no more because you got too many fugazi niggas out here trying to do the shit that ain't really doing it. So my story gonna look fabricated, whether I'm telling the story or not. But I don't want to really promote that and tell no stories like that no more. To saying how the rap game done went astray anyway, trying to make money by doing it, by letting these dudes doing it. If that's the case, let the real people tell the stories. Why you ain't let MJG and them keep telling the stories? Why you ain't let Big is still alive and Tupac is still alive to keep telling these stories? Because they was getting
Right.
positive and positive. Because they was getting more touchable. You could reach out and hear a nigga and be like, oh man, that nigga here nice with it. You
Yo,
can hear the
Brian,
lyricism. People, like you say, when you hear a real lyricist spit, remember Slick Rick, you from out there. What that story he told?
Huh?
the children's
That's
story.
Everybody
children's
heard
The
that.
story.
children's story. Yeah.
Yeah, when a
Yeah, the
nigga heard
children's
that shit
story.
in the 80s, man, that boom, 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 boom. Man,
Yep.
I swear to God, every car in the neighborhood used to pass bumping that bitch. They had that bitch on repeat sound like. Because that nigga wanted to hear lyrics, nigga wanted to hear a story. He had a
Yep.
story to tell. Nigga wasn't
Behind
listen to no
bars.
bullshit. And this nigga was killing that beat, dog.
Killing
He
it.
told him about the crackhead in a burning building. And I was like, hold up, that I know something happened like that in my city. So it was catching. It was like, God damn, y'all going through that shit on the East Coast too? So that shit everywhere, everybody going through the same shit. So it's more you can relate to it now. You ain't relate to no nigga
Yeah,
out here spitting
yeah.
no bullshit, talking about killing nobody knowing you ain't, cause that shit can send you up the road. Why you won't listen to that shit? Knowing a nigga ain't gonna do it.
And that's the thing. That's the thing now. Like I'm pretty sure my father used to tell me, right? He from New York. He from Brooklyn, Brownsville. So he knew like he said like back then, like rappers used to tell like they used to tell like how bad the struggle was, how hard it used to be, what they seen, and they used to tell it in so gratefully like a poem. Rappers don't do that today. Like they used to tell like how it used to be broke, living in my mom's house with no father, single father, kids out here killing each other and stuff. They used to say stuff like that. Now rappers don't really talk like don't really rap like that. When they don't say rags to riches story or whatever. Like I remember Meek Mill, he had this one song called Dreams to Nightmares. That shit was hard, man. Like, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. That's why I like Meek Mill because he also a lyricist too. He can spit too. He the best rapper from Philly in my opinion. But that's the big difference between now and back then. What you guys talking about? When you guys had the Rakim, Slick Rick,
But see,
Big Daddy
there was
Kane.
storytellers though. The only thing about back then and now, you got a lot of niggas fabricating shit, even though if they got charges. Let me tell you something, bro. And I'm gonna tell you this coming from a small city, cause I know how the police rock, bro. You on any serious charge? Listen though, if you a big time in the city, if you on any serious charge, them people's not letting you off like that, especially if they trying to catch you like that. So only way you gonna get off a serious charge, you gotta run that. You gotta open your ass cheek and diarrhea on something. You gotta rat on something, my nigga. And I ain't saying
Yeah.
he did it. I ain't saying nobody else did it for him. But dog, you not getting off no charges like that just that easy, dog. I know niggas done fought murder charges 3, 4 years, 5 years for these and had life on the table. They done did up to 10 and gave that shit back. For real, I know two niggas did up to 10 and gave that shit back in my city. Cause they hit that law book. And now if you let a nigga railroad you, that's all on you. But Meek Mills was in the game. He had high power people behind him. Why you think he walking around with Jay-Z and the motherfucker like Tekashi 6ix9ine say? But they taking that Tekashi 6ix9ine shit and laughing it off. But he telling the truth. How these niggas walking
Yeah.
around, but y'all indict me for some shit for hanging with somebody. That's how the rap group is, man. They scratch each other back. If you're not in this certain bracket, they're not saving you, my nigga. If you ain't telling
Yep.
these people what they need to hear, they're not saving you, my nigga. So Takashi said his own ass, even though it was wrong. He could use that. They fucked my girl, stole my money. Do it to them, nigga. But
Yeah, he
they
could have.
also got you. They also got you sending hits too, nigga. Like you was a boss. And why
Yeah.
you out in 2 years? But you talking about Jim Jones sending a hit. Come on, man. Like I said, it's bullshit that's going on. That's only for views. All the niggas should be locked up. To me, rap game is bullshit, watered down, and they got these little boys thinking got y'all thinking it's something else and thinking it's just easy to do. To me, they doing that shit for them niggas to indict themselves. The new rap game. That's why they got so many social platforms out for you to keep dropping videos showing you on this bitch with money and guns that you don't have no idea where they come from because you ain't got a job. So how the fuck you on this bitch for $40,000? You ain't never did a video or a concert. You
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
and rap music easy now. You basically don't have to be a great lyricist or even have a good flow
Thank you.
or tell a good story. It's easy. I
All
swear
thing
to
you need
God,
is a beat,
you could pick up
a
somebody from
beat
the
and
street
auto
right
tune.
now. You could pick up somebody from the street right now, and they can do it. And they'll call that dude a rapper. You could get some money off it. Look at Cardi B. Look at Lil Uzi Vert. Look at Lil Pump. All these
A
trash
beat
rappers,
and
man.
auto tunes, like your boy said. Ever since auto tunes came out, Future,
It's
all them
been a
niggas been
rap.
using it.
Yeah.
All
And
them
it's
niggas been
sickening.
using it.
It's
That shit done
sickening
played
how they
out.
use it. Yeah, it's crazy. Like every song sounds the same. Everybody got that high pitched voice, and it just sounds crazy, yo. It
Cause
sucks.
they can't sing, so they use that to try to sing. I won't see them sing without that motherfucker. Lord have mercy. There be a
Uh,
lot of cracked mirrors around this bitch. Nigga be cracking all kind of mirrors and glasses.
That's the thing. That's the thing too. These rappers now, they trying to be R&B singers now, man. They trying to see if they can sing.
People was
They trying to be
people
Michael
was mad
Jackson,
at
Whitney
T Pain
Houston.
cause he ain't need that shit. T Pain could really sing and flow. And he told them niggas that y'all stole my flow and still ain't do nothing with it. And they mad at T Pain behind that shit. T Pain got a new song out right now. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know if he's trying to make a comeback, but I want all the old dudes to come back and start, just drop one album and let them little niggas know what it's hitting for. And watch they get mad. Listen, I just want my money back that I put into it. And if y'all want to give me a concert or a tour, it's cool. We'll go on an old school concert too. Cause all this bullshit that y'all got on, we need to do something.
That's true, man. Hey, how you?
Y'all
How
having
you?
these throwback versus battle. Bring back the old throwback old school niggas that was spitting that real shit.
look how everybody jumping on the lock stick now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like,
Yeah.
oh, yo, the lock, Jadakiss. Oh, I didn't know he's underrated. No, he wasn't never underrated. It was, at least up here on my side, we knew
Yo,
about
that nigga
Jadakiss.
don't
Like, we knew he
understand
could
hip
spit.
hop. Yeah.
Yeah, we know he could spit. Like he was always considered top five dead or alive. He said that in his first album. Nobody ever questioned that because we knew, at least up here on the East Coast, we knew Jada was up there. Like it was no debate about that. You know what I mean?
Yo, that dude cold
It
for
wasn't like
real.
Lil Wayne. It wasn't like Lil Wayne when he was like he's the best rapper out. You know, you got a little pushback here and there. Lil Wayne to me, he could spit, but once he got on them drugs,
Yeah,
he kind of
yeah.
fell off.
Yo,
You know what
yo,
I'm saying? He kind of fell off.
Lil Wayne was the best when he first came out, bro. He wasn't the best, but he was up there, bro. And then all of a sudden, like soon around
Yeah,
the
he was up
mid
there.
two
He
thousands,
was
to
spitting.
yeah, yes. And then to the mid 2000s, dude, this dude was tripping, bro. This dude was tripping.
Yeah.
He was doing auto tune. He wasn't even rapping no more. He was just mumbling. I'm like, what the heck, Lil Wayne? That's when
I don't
I
know.
couldn't put him. That's when I couldn't put him in my top 10 anymore, bro. Cause
He fell off. He fell off. That
yeah,
damn
he did.
scissor had that nigga tripping.
I know, bro. That's why I'm like, what the
There's
heck
all
happened to
kind of
Lil
shit be
Wayne?
having them niggas tripping under the influence, having them losing their craft, not perfecting their craft still because they done made it. They got that money, so they think they can come out here and do jazz music, rock music, albums, and thinking that you got. See, this what we fail to real about Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne got a lot of people. Lil Wayne got the whites. He got the drug addicts. He got the niggas. So whatever he drop, he still gonna make money. Whether it's gonna fall off for us, is lyrically wise, he still gonna make the same money because he's Lil Wayne. So
Hey,
if they
Of
book him
course.
for a show, they gonna still go out there and support that nigga. What I'm saying. So when you get to that stage in life, sometimes you don't give a fuck about it. How many times they say I almost died fucking with that shit anyway? Like just falling out here in the hospital this time and go back, go to land back in the hospital. I'm like, hold up, man, you better leave that shit alone, boy. Like some people just like the lifestyle. Them
Yeah.
niggas don't give a fuck about nothing, dog. Once they make it, they made it. They just want that lifestyle now.
I mean, that goes to show you, like in that last verse with D-Block and Dipset. Dipset came unprepared. They wasn't ready for that type of level of competition. You know what I'm saying? They just came there, thought they could play their hits and not sing the fucking lyrics and just rap over their rhymes, and they thought that would be enough to get over. But D-Block showed everybody, like, listen, this is what it's about. It's about your lyrics and rapping over instrumentals and doing it, the original way. That's hip hop. You know what I mean? And that's why they destroyed them because Dipset wasn't prepared for it. And Dipset got bangers, don't get me wrong. They got bangers, they played a couple of their bangers, but they wasn't in cohesive with each other. You know what I mean? You could just tell they don't really mess with each other because they wasn't in tune. They wasn't in sync with each other. You know what I mean? D-Block was. And the history with D-Block, they never broke up. They stayed together throughout all these years, talking over 25 years. They've been out, and they never had no corruption in between them. Dipset, you had Jim Jones tied in with 50 when him and Cam was beefing. You know what I'm saying? That shit, I think Cam never got over that. You know what I mean? Never forgiven him. And to me, if I was Cam, I wouldn't forgive Jim when siding with 50 on that when they had their little beef. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my man. I came up with you. I came up with you from the sandbox, and you gonna roll with my enemy? You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Where you go that at? You know what I'm saying?
So Jim Jones been snaking people then.
Say that
of
again?
course, yeah, of course, yeah.
Well, that explains everything, man. Fuck. I
Jim
listen.
Jones did
This what
what?
I got out that battle. This what I got out that battle. I saw one instrumental being played, and niggas saying, "Goddamn, they still remember that shit." They ain't have no words playing with they shit. Locks was destroying them niggas. Then when Kiss did that motherfucking Who Shot You beat and freestyle off of that motherfucker. I don't care if it was old or if it was new. How the fuck you still remember that off another nigga beat? Them niggas was forgetting their words. Like you say,
Everything.
them niggas wasn't in tune with each other. Like they just woke up and came out just to get that money. I'm like,
Yeah,
man,
that's,
come
that's
on, man.
basically
Y'all
what it
could y'all
was.
could have been at least been prepared for this, because the Locks known for performing with Bad Boys and Diddy with the glitter on, the shining suits, money, power, respect, and all that shit, all about the Benjamin. So they got time performing. Y'all is street anthem niggas. Y'all doing
Yeah,
shows probably, but y'all ain't used to doing it. Y'all just making music for the street anthem niggas. And y'all got bangers
yeah,
like you said, but the performance, y'all forgetting y'all lyrics. Nigga taking Joel Santana headband and throwing that bitch and letting them know y'all niggas can't fuck with it. All that disrespectful shit. That's all in battling though. And Slack
yeah,
Styles P
yeah,
told you, we gonna come up in here, we was gonna do a little shoving, but we know how far to go with it. Ain't nothing gonna happen. That's why they kept having to stop that bitch hugging people and showing them, man, we good, we good.
yeah,
To
yeah,
me,
yeah.
Cameron was the only one that was on.
Yeah, he was the
Like
only one holding it down.
he was the only one holding it down. Jules Santana looked like he was want to be a part of that battle because when they came out smoking and when they did the female thing, man, Jada can slap that boy about 4 or 5 female hits back to back to back to back. I said,
Yep.
God damn, you just don't get no better than that.
Damn sure don't.
It just don't get no better. This real hip hop what I'm watching.
Yeah. And even with Jada when he did that and who shot your freezer, that shit is like 10, 11, maybe 12 years old. And he still remembered it bar for bar. You know what I mean? That shows you he loves his craft and he's a true hip hop, you know what I'm saying, hip hop rapper or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? He loved his craft. You know what I mean? Cam could do it. I don't know why he didn't. You know what I'm saying? He got bangers because I don't know why he didn't go to none of his SDE tracks. You know, the horse and carriage. You know what I'm saying? What means the world to you? I don't know why he didn't go to them tracks. Those shit was bangers. But you know, I don't know. He
Hey, you
wasn't
know what really
prepared.
made me mad? You know what really made me mad though? Because I
What's that?
think if they'd have had 40 Cal, Harrell, and J.R. Ryder, they would have had a better chance.
Yeah. You know they was in the audience.
No, I saw a
No.
video where them niggas said they paid them boys to have a appearance just to walk in that bitch and go to their seats. They wasn't even much part of that because JR, the way he was explaining it, Cam, when they reached out about it, Cam them wasn't like reaching back. They waited too late.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they
Yeah. Yeah.
already
Yeah.
a dude already had hit them up to pay them to make an appearance in that bitch anyway. So that's what
Yeah.
the dudes say. They got their bag. They walked out there, then they walked off the stage, and they went to their seats. They said, but we was there. They was on the stage when everybody first went up there. But they said they ain't stay because they wasn't a part because nobody ain't tell them nothing. When they reached out to Cam, J.R. Ryder said them niggas ain't hit back at him. So that's when they was asking them about the beef or whatever. They was like, nah, we ain't got no beef. But you know, they got the dipsets and you got the diplomatics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was here since day one, Gerald Smith was saying. So I'm
Hey,
part of
Yeah.
everything, but I never was signed to them. I never was a part of their group, but I just been fucking with them since day one. Like we all come up in the
Yeah.
same hood. So that was a little clarity for me why Harrell,
hey,
Forty
Nola.
Cal, and Gerald Ryder wasn't there. I was mad they wasn't there because I wanted to see them dudes perform. I like those three cats. Them niggas, they fire.
Yeah. Especially the LRL. I like LRL, though. He was hard
He a
back in the day.
storyteller. Harrell is a
Yeah.
real storyteller.
Hey, how y'all feel about Nas releasing a new album? E and PG
I
on
like it. I
digital.
finally listened to it. That bitch go hard. And he got a
Mm-hmm.
What's
couple
that?
of beasts from the day. You know how they be having that beef for the like they had a day on some. You could talk about this, you could talk about that. But I like the way Nas came. He took a beat from the day and stayed himself. That whole album fire, dog. Like I said, I
I gotta
like.
listen to that. I gotta listen
Oh
to that.
yeah, listen to it. I got a chance to listen to it 2 days ago, and I got 2 15s in my shit. So my shit was like, yeah. I had about 15 songs almost on that bitch.
Hey,
About
All
15 to
right.
16. That bitch long. He got
I know
Lauren
one
Hill
thing.
on that bitch. He got
I
who
know.
else on there? He got a couple of more features on there.
I know. Kanye shit is hot.
oh
Kanye
yeah,
shit is
I
hot.
ain't never heard him.
Kanye shit is
I ain't
hot.
heard
You
him
gotta
yet.
listen to that, James. That shit hot. It ain't dropped yet, but I heard the listening party thing. That shit is hot, yo. I'm telling you.
I like Kanye. Kanye a storyteller too. I like the shit he
Yeah.
do. The Gold Digger, Welcome to the Good Life. All that shit was hits
flashing
and
lights,
classics. Could
flashing
have been
lights.
singles. Flashing Lights, that was my shit.
Yeah.
Listen, I like Kanye. Kanye write for people. He make beats. His beats be off the chain. That would blow Jigga
Mm-hmm.
up on the second half of his career. Cause when Jigga signed that boy as the DJ, look what Jigga did. And Jigga
Yep.
kicked him in the ass after he got where he went at. That's what people do, dog, and I don't like that.
Well, Jigga's a snake anyway, man. I like him as a
Snake.
rapper and everything, but he's a snake ass nigga, boy.
Hey, why people from New York don't like
I
Jay
wish
Z
I can
like
go
this?
to that
I don't see
concert
that much
though. Let me
diss
know.
music.
Let me know if it's on y'all side. It's about to be Dipset, the Locks, and State Property. Boy, they gonna tear the house down, boy.
Oh yeah,
State
they gonna
Property had
definitely
some
change that.
spitters.
Oh
State
hell
Property
yeah,
had some
Beans my
spitters, boy.
man. I love Beans. Beans is that dude, yo. Shit, I love Beans.
bro.
I like Amelia Sparks. I like Petey Crack. I like the other nigga who they had, the tall one,
Freeway,
Ochi. Freeway was nice,
Ochino.
but yeah, Ochino. But see, when Freeway got smoked by Cassidy, he lost a little value to the streets though. But he still could spit.
Yeah,
He
he
a
can spit.
storyteller. He a storyteller. Cass a battle rapper. I don't know why you jump down there in that water like that, like you could do it all. Nigga, just stay in your lane. Everybody
Yeah,
can't do
true,
what that man do.
true,
Hey,
Niggas, cause
true,
you
true.
rap and you think you could battle rap and go down to them dudes level. Nigga got your ass ate up.
hey, yo, Jersey, like, how do you feel like rap will be like in the future? And
Shit, I don't
yo,
know.
in my opinion, bro, I'm not gonna lie. This is just how I feel, bro. I feel like it might get worse, man. I'm just feeling like the way I'm seeing it, the way I'm seeing it, like the way I'm seeing it, bro. I feel like it's gonna get way worse. Cause you got boys like they let Tekashi 6ix9ine slide, so the culture already messed up. You got this boy Lil Nas X. I'm here. He might win.
Oh, oh.
I'm here.
I don't
I'm
want to talk
here.
about that.
Yeah, I
I'm here.
definitely don't want to talk about that. I don't want nothing to do with that dude right there.
Mm-mm,
That
He might.
dude
mm-mm.
is something else.
I heard he might get a rap award or something. And BET, they already screwing us up.
Yeah, it's all good. I ain't about
To
to.
sell out they all.
Nah, but listen, I ain't talking about that, man. Leave that alone, man. Like Drew would say, leave that alone, let that go. Respect my mind, I check that hoe. You shine like grandmas and waxing flows. Blood thicker than water, don't you ask no more. Load it up, slide it in, and cock it back, pop it out. Load it up, slide it in, yo, that. Man, listen, I'm listening to storytellers from now on. I don't play none of that bullshit in my car.
Yeah,
I
bro.
can't be flooding my neighborhood with that junk. Nigga, I still listen to the Gap Band, nigga. I still listen to the SOS Band. I still listen to motherfucking OJs. I listen to all that shit. Ain't no stopping us now type shit, nigga. I be on that old school. I ain't lying. I
Yeah.
don't say, bro, unless it's a fire ass beat and I'm going around some people that rock like that you know from my old hoods or something, I probably put it on and had them out there bucked up or something and just see how the man, them niggas still cutting up. Man, we put this on me. Boop. I be fucking over. You heard me? They be getting mad. Man, put that back on, man. Fuck no. That shit gets no play in my ride. Treat them niggas like Stacy. You heard me? Nigga, you gonna get down with this shit right here. Man, you on that
Yeah.
old bitch? You getting old, bitch? Yeah, I'm getting old. You gotta elevate your mind, Craig. Stimulate your mind, Craig.
Hey, yo,
I'm
that's
telling
crazy.
you. You gotta
Yeah.
stimulate your mind, man. You gotta elevate your mind to other music, other playing fields, bro. You just can't be stuck on that same drill music or that same booty shaking music or that booty eating music or whatever. You just can't be stuck in one. You gotta be all around. You gotta be able to be the one more than one dimensional type player. Like I said, I could get jiggy with all that shit. I just be on that old school shit, not on me.
Mhm. Yeah, I feel that,
I
man.
just I give them a play every now and then. You know, like I said, if I get a little drinking because I'm from New Orleans and I feel like listen to the shit, I listen to it because of the beat. Come through a nigga set right quick, boom, 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 and then I dip on pass to one of my old spots, boom, boom, boom. That like that shit dip on. But other than that, man, I rock, go to work and come home. Go to work, come home. All thing being my deck is motherfucking 8 ball MJG, all that old school shit. But I
Yeah.
said, but I try to listen. I like Lil Baby though. I
Yeah.
understand what
Yeah.
y'all
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
about how he rap and how he mumble, but I understand everything that nigga saying. I thought he got shot in his mouth or something, got hit up before. That's why he talk like that. But I know what that nigga saying. To
Mhm.
me, he way more vocabulary than the niggas who call themselves rappers out here today.
Mhm.
That nigga don't rap about nothing NBA young boy be rapping about. None of these other niggas who be out here trying to who really busting. Like the Dirks of the world. I take Lil Baby over Dirk. I take
Mhm.
Lil Baby over NBA young boy, even though NBA young boy he elevating. You could tell his vocabulary getting a little longer. But I still take Lil Baby over him. I understand the baby more than Future,
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
so it
I
can't
like
be that bad.
Yeah, he not bad.
If it
He
weren't for
pretty good.
if it weren't for Future Beats, I wouldn't even be listening to him because I always thought he couldn't rap. I'm like, this nigga be all off beat. The next minute he on beat. The next minute the chain slip again. Like, goddamn, do you know he off beat? And he be rolling. One day he did a freestyle to a beat. I forgot what it was on. I had a TV in one of my cars back at 13, and I had a disc that he was on there before his video came on, and that's when he was first coming out. And he was with the Swag Surf dudes, I guess. Swag Surf, that shit. So he made a video, a song with them. That bitch still go hard to this day. That beat and everything. So I'm listening to this nigga. I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga? Where the fuck he come from? He called himself Tony Montana. Then he come out with the song Tony Montana, the
Mhm.
weakest song in the history of the motherfucking hip hop. How you make it doing that? How you make it playing Tony Montana? I went to saying phony Montana. Everybody want to be a gangster. And that's how that nigga blew up. Like Trinidad James. Dog, they say he could spit, but that gold on my chain, that shit was cool like a motherfucker. And that nigga blew up for that shit.
But look where he
I'm
at
like, how
now,
these
huh?
how these niggas blowing up making this garbage ass music out here?
Mhm.
These niggas getting racks off of this shit.
Yeah, they being one hit wonders, but they still getting bread though. Sometimes you be like, shoot, should I do something like that? Just make my money to do one song, and I make my money. I'm out. I'm already a millionaire. Already got my kids
That's
straight.
all I ever wanted to do anyway. That's why I keep like telling them bitches, give me a 10-day contract. I ain't trying to be in this bitch longevity. I know what to do with my money. Just give me my bread that I earn and deserve, and I'm out y'all here. Y'all give it to the next person. Y'all go let the next nigga try to come in this bitch every day doing that shit, not me. Cause my mind don't think like that every day to be in no studio 24 hours a day trying to come up with no music. I got other shit to do. And like I said, if I keep dropping content like that, you're gonna wind up saying the same shit like these niggas. Look at all these niggas that's rapping, that been out since they've been rapping, that have said the same shit on each album they done dropped. I guarantee you. Either it's on the hook, they done took something out of verse off the first album, made a hook on the second song. Your vocabulary ain't long enough to keep trying to keep dropping that bullshit like that. So you stealing
Mhm.
the church's money to me. I'm not about to keep paying every time you say you dropping the album when I know you ain't putting no effort in it as a rush job. Nigga, I don't want no quickie, nigga. I'm looking for longevity. A quickie get your shit burnt off. You can have that.
Mhm. Yeah. What about Polo G? You heard Polo G before? Polo G. He a
See,
real one too. Polo G. Yeah.
I heard him, my little brother-in-law trying to put me on him though. And he be like, man, listen to that boy. They pop up at your party, pop up the game. Everybody rapping about the same thing, killing. I
He
don't know
got
nobody want to hear that shit.
Now he got some other songs he don't talk about killing and stuff. And he talk about how I came from the bottom and I
Man,
was
his
the top.
main song to get in the game, to introduce to the world was that. I pop up at your party, run down on your gang. So whatever the nigga be saying, I don't even know what the niggas be saying. Them niggas be dumbfounded to me. Like your vocabulary is always talking about that. That's another reason why I told y'all in the beginning. That what made me start rapping. Cause I tell niggas, how you gonna rap about something you ain't got? That's fabricating. Niggas want to hear some real shit or just tell some stories, whether you lying about it or not. Become a storyteller and stop talking about killing a nigga and what you gonna do with a nigga. Cause half of you niggas be at these concerts and shows together and you ain't gonna do nothing. Nothing. But a album together by next summer. You see what I'm saying? So stop doing that shit, man. To sell music. And you fucking these mature head up. Cause now they going out here beefing with their neighbor, trying to get in the game and make it seem like it's cool when somebody gonna lose their fucking life behind it. But they still out here rapping about it. That's bullshit, man. I don't listen to that shit like that, man. That shit, like I said, if it ain't for the beat, I don't know what to say, dog. I can't do it. And
Mhm.
a lot of these niggas be having some fire ass beats. That's how they get you caught up. NBA young boy be having the fire ass beats. That wall, that wall with us, that confidential. Every beat that nigga do look like that bitch who I say I am. All them beats go dumb, nigga. Them bitches go hard. But at the end of the day, it ain't what you want to promote.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
It
what
ain't
it
just
is.
what you want to promote.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact right there, bro.
So they use the beats to sell the music. They ain't using the lyrics because everybody rapping about the same shit. Everybody beat different. Like back in the gap, niggas wasn't saying who the DJ was before that bitch. Nigga just dropped the beat. DJ dropped the beat and that bitch will just come on. Now this is London on a track. Who the fuck is London? You see what I'm saying? Then you got another nigga doing the same shit he doing. Everybody doing the same shit. This wooty woo on the track. But first nigga I ever heard do some shit like that. This is Mouse on the track. I'm here to bring it back. Then the beat will drop. Man, then everybody start doing this shit. Everybody was doing it. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
wasn't doing that shit before I heard Mouse doing that shit.
Yeah.
And
How
guess
you?
who was the hottest? Guess who was the hottest at that time when he did that shit for everybody to steal it? Boosie. Boosie was the hottest nigga at that time. Boosie and Weber, Ghetto Stories, them niggas was taking over Triller and T. So they took that shit and took Mouse shit and ran with it.
Yeah. How you feel about Drake?
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I don't care if nigga write his bars or not. If you got a nigga to perform it. I just don't like him because he think he could sing. I don't think Drake can sing. Anybody could sing soft and make it sound like you can sing. But when you go to hitting them high notes like Luther, Freddie Jackson, Mo 3 got a better voice than him. Long live 3. Mo 3 really be singing because he was in the church choir. I don't know what the fuck Drake be doing. Sound like Drake be mumbling. Like I ain't gonna say mumbling, but he be scared to sing it. That's why he be so soft with it. Nobody won't hear that shit. When he spit that lyric shit, like when he went on what that was, Tim Westwood, how he did. Nigga couldn't even much freestyle. Uh, uh, everything. Man, get the fuck out of here. Man, get these niggas and put them on the shelf somewhere. These niggas stealing the church's money. I don't know what they doing.
Yeah. There's no doubt about that, man. But I wonder what happened. I said they probably was doing that like around the mid or 2010s, somewhere around there, mid 2010. So you know what I mean?
Hey,
So
let me
like,
ask you a question, Kid Trump. Kid
what's
Trump,
up?
Rap City exposed a lot of these niggas.
Rap City?
You
What
heard
you
me?
mean?
When
Oh,
Rap
okay.
City used to be out and you had to go to that fucking basement and show what you got, Rap City exposed a lot of them niggas.
That what is that?
Freestyle
Freestyle?
Friday.
Oh,
Yeah,
you talking about like
Freestyle Friday.
BET? BET?
Yeah, where Big Chicken was on that bitch, you had niggas going on there rapping old verses, old type of. Nigga, I won't hear that shit. I want to hear some freestyling. Don't go in here and rap your old verse that you done did 20 years ago and put it on another nigga beat that you been wanting that was yours. That's why you come out with mixtape. When you came out with mixtape, that gave the lane for another nigga to sample your beat and go harder on that bitch. That's why Wayne took over the game, doing mixtapes, taking other niggas' beat, beating that bitch up like rock in the freezer. And he was going hard at that time, the niggas on their own beat. And Wayne metaphors and punchlines to me is 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 like top echelon.
Mm-hmm.
For real. I'm not
That's true.
that's the only thing I could really give him. Now I ain't saying he can't flow, but Wayne been like that since he was a little, since he couldn't curse. Wayne been that nigga like on the slick, like he couldn't wait till he could get off and just get in his real bag where he can curse and put his real words together like he won't do it. But at that time
Yeah.
he couldn't curse, so it seemed like, he was a little boy, got the baby voice. That's why people fell in love with Boosie with the small voice. Boosie had that small voice, but if you listen to him talk, he don't sound like he rap. But the way he
Mm-hmm.
rap, you'll think that nigga about 15 years old. He got that
Mm-hmm.
little squeaky, he know how to make that squeaky voice.
Yeah, but like I was saying with Wayne, like what happened to change? Because now he started doing auto tune, rock and roll. He started mumbling, you know. But
No, but see, that's what I'm saying. Wayne got fans. When they signed that shit to Universal and they got exposed to the whole world, Wayne is a genius, my nigga. Wayne ain't worrying about just making money just off his people. Wayne trying to corner the fucking market. That's what I'm telling you. So if I could make a rock and roll, a hip hop song, a rebirth album, and sell it to them, I'm making money that way too. So something is better than that because I ain't expecting to really make nothing off this shit. I'm just testing the waters. And that nigga signed some niggas who was in that field, a couple of reggae artists, a couple of dudes that could sing, and he went with that shit, dog. And listen, that shit was a success, dog. That nigga made money doing that shit. He got that album did pretty good for him. Nobody expect that album to do that. I know I did. I'm like, man, what the fuck? I was felt just like you. Wayne, what the fuck is you doing?
Yeah.
But after the results came out, shit, how can you not do that? Because you got fans that like you that don't listen to just hip hop or the shit that you saying to us. So you got to make music for everybody. So I think he did a good job of staying in that lane, trying to pave the way in another way. Because guess what? You got too many youngsters coming up now, social media world. I done dominated a lot. I done call myself the best rapper a lot. Some people give me that title, some people don't. But at the end of the day, I done had my run up being one of the top artists in this league. Wayne ain't no type where he'll come back and see another nigga eating. Oh, he got the top right? Well, I'm gonna come back to get at his head. Wayne ain't worrying about dropping no motherfucking album. Wayne got money, man. That dude ain't really like tripping on that shit. And the niggas that he hang with in this section got money. Cause they been had money. Feeding them out the east, them dudes been had money, man. Them dudes ain't really hurting off no motherfucking rap money. But they can use it. I mean, they'll use that shit because they ain't got to do what they used to do. But dog, them niggas clean now. They got other business adventures. I think they doing good at it. They still putting niggas on. They got niggas on in the city that y'all don't know about that's rapping. That's about to hit the mainstream. But them niggas them niggas don't want to be on the mainstream.